Yo, chat, what is good? Your boy is back once again. We got game number 2 between the Habitants and the Hurricanes. Now, game 1 did not go well for Carolina, specifically that first period. They were utterly atrocious. It was not close. 4-1 game after the first. Hopefully, we get a better effort here. And hopefully the game's a little bit more exciting. I noticed after the first period in game 1, the game slowed down a lot. That second was very sluggish. Not a lot of action. A lot of zone time from the Hurricanes, but they didn't really get much out of it. And then the third period pretty much ended with, 12 minutes to go, I think? That was when the Uri Slavkovsky goal happened. Nonetheless, we're back once again. Saturday night. And your boy has been drinking. Tonight's going to be a drinking stream. And we should have a lot of fun. Let's go Habs, trying to make the biggest hit in NHL 20. Bro is back in time. Type of 1 in the chat if we're live right now. 1 in the chat. We should be good to go. Probably roughly 10 minutes away from game time. But nonetheless, we are here. How we doing? Prediction for game 2? Honestly, it's weird. The NHL right now, I think there is a 7-game winning streak for the away teams. Colorado was the last home team to win a game, and it was May 12th, I believe, against Minnesota. Since then, not a single team on home ice has won a playoff game. The mind says Carolina. They're going to bounce back and have a much better effort in game than they did in game 1. It would be honestly pretty surprising to see the Habs win both in Carolina. That would put sweep on the board as a possibility. I do think the Hurricanes are going to capture game 2 and we'll have ourselves a long series. I feel like we'll split 1-1 going back to the Bell Center. But I would love to see the Canadiens go up 2-0 just like Vegas did last night. Chat, did you guys watch that game? I only turned it on in the third period. It was a 1-0 lead for Colorado. I was like, oh, okay, another sluggish, slow game where Vegas is trying to, lull them to sleep. And then all of a sudden, they did it. They scored, 2 goals within, a 4-minute stretch, I think. And then they took the lead and never looked back, to be honest. New here, crazy. Montreal's winning game 2. Drop your score predictions in the chat right now. And if you didn't already, make sure to vote. The poll is officially live. We got 7 minutes till puck drop. The intros are going on right now, so still a little bit away, but we'll have a fun time. Heart says Habs, mine says Canes, so it's good, Pasta. What's up, buddy? How you doing, brother? Chat, the plan is to get a little bit wild tonight and get a little bit buzzed. That is the plan. Been a while since I've done a drinking stream, but tonight, we're back at it. I'm at the game. Have fun, Canes fan. Enjoy, brother. Don't leave early if you're getting blown out. Do not leave early. Swear to God, I'll call you out for it. LOL, cheers, 6-2 Canes. I'm sitting in the corner. That's a good view. Canes got to take this game. If Carolina doesn't win tonight, the series is basically over. Colorado, I trust more coming back from a 2-0 deficit. Carolina, hell no. This is a must-win if you're a Hurricanes fan, which is crazy considering they lost their first game of the playoffs. That's why records, they don't matter. All you got to do is win best of 7. You need to win 4 out of 7 games, 4 different times, and you get it done. Thank you very much for the sub. If your subs are on public, they will pop up on the screen. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Vegas up 2-0 is not what I expected. At least 1-1. Dude, they're in full control right now. Somebody got to put Nate McKinnon on some watches right now. That man is going to lose his mind if they lose this series. If this goes to game 7, what do you think the stats would be? I have no idea. There's so many different variables and possibilities. Just way too hard to predict. If the Canes lose, they're such frauds. I agree, Devs. But, I mean, you guys say that like Montreal's not a good team. The Montreal Canadiens are a very good team. They've gone through a gauntlet to get to the conference finals, by the way. So it's not like Carolina would be losing to a bad team. Not at all. Justo, thank you for... Oh, I don't have the donation sound on. Justo Kenobi, thank you for the 5, brother. The Canes haven't lost back-to-back games since January 12th. Who is all betting and you can't use daddy's credit card? Use your own money. What if they're kids, Justo? What if they don't have money? What do they do then? We can't encourage gambling. What's up, Pasta? What's up, dude? Carter Hart shut it down as well. Dude, my number one thing was I thought Colorado would be able to score on Carter Hart in Vegas. That has not been the case, so I'm completely changing my tune on the series. I still think Colorado can make it a series. It could go 6-7 games. Maybe. That's a lot to ask. The Avalanche have to win the next 4 out of 5 games. They can only lose one more, which is a really tall task, man. It really is. But they do this every year. I mean, look at the teams they lost to, though. The Boston Bruins went on and went to a Game 7 of the Cup Finals. They lost to Florida twice. Everybody loses to the Panthers, so they're just the best team in the Metro. They play in a somewhat cupcake division. Also, I would like to say, I'm calling out everybody all year long. I had to hear about, how insanely weak the Pacific Division was. What about now? Is it still fucking weak? They're up 2-0 over the President's Trophy winning Colorado Avalanche. Cupcake division. Everybody in the Pacific is shit. Garbage. None of these teams deserve to make it. They're up 2-0 right now. 2-0. Is what it is. Carter Hart is a brick wall. I subbed. Thank you, Evan. I appreciate it. Evan likes dirt bikes. Nice. Last time a team won in the position that the Avs are in was in World War II. Really? Damn. That was $5. That's a beer. I got you, Justo. Don't worry. I'll down the rest of her. I gotta pin that in the chat, right? Chat, drop your score prediction right now in the chat. Passes chat is stuck. It's not stuck. Oh, it is stuck. Right. Thank you, devs. Can I just, refresh it? All right, hold up. I'll pull it back up. I'll get it back up. I don't know why it's, frozen. Is it frozen on... It's frozen on this screen, too. It's honestly... It was acting really, really weird. Really, really weird. Okay, I think I can pop it out now. All right, let me minimize that. And I can do this. Let's see. Refresh. Oh, dude. There we go. There we go. W's in the chat. We got it done. Justo Kenobi, thank you for the 5. Why is your chat screen frozen? Still showing me banning that idiot for the stream, immediately spamming. Thank you very much to Lil Dog 07 for the $2 super chat. Who I think is going to win? I do got Carolina tonight. I don't think Montreal is going to be able to go up 2-0. The boys are about to hit the ice. Let me down this beer, and we'll get ready here. Hopefully I'm not going to sound too stupid a period into this hockey game. I pray to God. All right. Yeah, I got to get a drink counter on the go, huh? Drink counter. We are now up to two beers. Green Giant indeed. Let's say 5-4 halves. All right, I'm going to pin this in the chat, and then I got to get another one. Why can I not pin? Montreal looks very comfortable, as they should. They're in a groove. They've been playing every second day now for a while, so they're used to this, man. They really are. They are indeed used to this. Chat, what is your guys' score prediction? What are we thinking? Are we thinking a close game tonight? All right, Kings fan, I'm not even dealing with you tonight. No shot. Rips in the chat to Kings fan. I'm a depressed Wings fan, Pasta. We got some of them in the Discord, brother. You're not alone. You are not alone. Who do I think is going to win the cup? Well, on my first ever bracket, I had the Lightning, and that was wrong, so who knows? Colorado's down 2-0. Carolina could be down 2-0 here shortly. We'll see. 6-3 Montreal, 7-0 Canes. How about a realistic score prediction, huh? Senators will definitely win the Stanley Cup. Totally, man. 100%. What do you mean? 4-3 Montreal, 5-4 Hurricanes. Justo coming in hot with a $15 super chat. Make it 5 beers total right off the bat. All right. I'll be able to at least chug one here before the first starts. There we go. All right, I'll do the rest during the intermission. I can do at least one more. Hope Ovi doesn't retire. Me too. Cheers, boys. Hockey night in Canada. Game number 2. Should be a lot of fun. The national anthem's about to begin. Okay. Rip Kings fan, he will not be missed. You think the Habs are going to win 8-0? Yep, totally. What is my score prediction? Realistic score prediction is Carolina 4-2, maybe 5-2, but what my heart wants to see is a 3-0 shutout for Jakub Dobiš. I'm so goddamn gassy already. Ugh. Somebody tell Nate he won't get stuffed teddy bear this time if the Avs lose. He will not get a stuffed teddy bear. Can you buzzed early? I've donated 25 for 5 beers. I got you, Justo. Don't worry. I'm not going to be chugging any during the actual period because I don't want to be burping like nonstop. I got 2 more I got to do. I'll be casually drinking though along. I just cannot chug and commentate at the same time. It doesn't go together. Feel like it's going to be a close game. I mean, if Carolina does not tighten it up defensively, they're screwed, man. They're done. It's over. I don't think I've ever seen a team in the conference finals play defense the way they did in game 1. It was so bad. They were just allowing breakaway after breakaway and just not picking up their guy. Like Keandre Miller made a stupid boneheaded play chasing the puck carrier across the ice when his other defenseman had him covered, allowing a breakaway to go the other way. You're going to fry your brain tonight? No, I'm not. This, I think I seen the worst collapse I seen. Okay, I can't read that. I think it's going to be 5-3 for Carolina. I want to see the Habitants win, but we'll see. I think the Canes get it tonight. I think they do. I think they're going to be desperate. They're going to come out hard. They're on home ice. But if they lose the game tonight, the series is over. For game 3, you do White Claw beer count. White Claw, hell no, man. I tried that once back in like 2020. Dog shit. Awful. Paul secretly does national anthems for the Oilers and Rogers plays. That'd be cool. I don't think I can sing though, chat. I'm not a singer. I'm live at the game wearing a Habs jersey right now. W Clutch. Have fun, brother. Enjoy the night. That was the nastiest burp of all time. And the home of the brave. If you didn't already, vote in the chat. The poll is officially live. As game number 2. Wow, is that Carolina Arena in the middle of nowhere, dude? There's nothing around it. It's just trees. Literal trees. Bills of Hockey will drop another game to the Montreal Canadiens. I'm in Raleigh right now. Singing right now, my ass. Oh, man. Jakub Dobiš. How is he still at a 911 save percentage? He didn't bump up from game number 1? He had that heading into the first game. Freddie Anderson now from a 950 all the way down to a 932. He had a rough game 1, but all the chances and all the goals Montreal scored were grade A chances, man. They were literally in the slot or a breakaway. It was pretty rough defensively for the Canes. We'll see if they can tighten it up. I will have to pull up their lineup, huh? I feel pretty confident now. After game number 1, there was a few times I got messed up, but overall, it's pretty good. It was pretty decent. Probably is some EA-generated name. Yeah, they're in the middle of nowhere, too, by the way. All right, we are underway. Game number 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And we will see if the Carolina Hurricanes can bounce back. Jackson Blake already getting an opportunity. Blake centering it across. Good save by Jakub Dobiš. Starting us off hot here. Let's calm it down here, Montreal. Weather the storm early on. You know the Canadiens are going to come out hard. There's going to be a lot more desperation in them. Demidov trying to poke at that puck. Can't do it, though. Sean Walker's going to pick it up in his own zone. They're still doing the line introduction, so I cannot do a time check yet. They're still going to do the brothers teams? Yes. I actually created a team last night. I don't know when I'll do it. It's not the next video up, but I will get it done. Svechnikov down low. Slavkovsky turns it over. Get it out, Nick Suzuki. You're on that half wall, brother. Back to Strubble. D to his D partner, Lane Hudson. Carolina's hard on the forecheck early on. Slavkovsky had a pretty good game number 1 when he scored a nasty goal in that third period. It basically put the game out of reach. Slav, horrible turnover, and here come the Canes the other way with numbers. Nikolai Ehlers sliding across. Good drop pass. Martin Hook is offside. Justo, thank you very much for the $25 super chat. Here's 5 more for 10 total, and that's it for me tonight. You're getting the 10. I spend my hard-earned money getting you drunk. I'm doing the God's work. I'm doing God's work. Thank you, Justo. Everybody type a W in the chat for Justo Kenobi. The man is the GOAT. Montreal's top line had their best game. They did. They really did. They were more noticeable than the entirety of the Buffalo series. I will say that. All right, 18:35, 18:34, 18:33, 18:32. There's your time check. Josh Anderson the other way. Carolina has to tighten up defensively if they want to stay in this series. I haven't seen that much ice for any Canadiens player the entirety of the postseason. They were giving up a lot. Texier moves it back to the blue line. Gooley now fires a shot to the corner. Good deflection there by Ghost. And the Canes are out. Svechnikov, that's going to bounce over his stick, so he's going to dump it in deep. Nixon 4. When does that game start? That starts at the top of the hour, huh? Jarvis working that puck down low. Carrier's got tons of space. Tons of time. Skate that to the red line and dump it in. Good job. 17:45. The second period, I'm going to give you 50. All right, brother. You do you. Be responsible with your money, chat. Good defending there by the Canadiens. Canadiens. We had the Bolduc line out there right now. Oh, Dobson not first to that puck. Jankowski working it to the middle, and it's in. Unbelievable. That is a brutal goal to give up from Dobiš. A good cycle by the Canes, and once again, Carolina is going to strike first here in game number 2. First shot, first goal. And is it Robinson? That started with Jankowski. That fourth line of Carolina works it to the top of the slot. And I think Dobiš just a little bit overplayed that puck. It wasn't a great shot. It was on the ice. It got deflected. That's what it was. A little tip there by Robinson. Changes the direction of that puck, and it ends up in the back of the net. That is exactly what you wanted to see if you were a Carolina fan. Damn, damn, damn. Second of the postseason for Robinson. Didn't he score in game number 1, too? That fourth line, honestly, was Carolina's best line in game number 1. They really were. Bills of Hockey looking for another way to get their fans' hopes up just to disappoint them. All right, the Philippe Deneau. No, that's not the Deneau line, is it? Here comes Carolina the other way. Taylor Hall stopping up. Beautiful feed over to Stankoven. Backhander. Great stop there by Dobiš. This is the line that terrorized Philadelphia and the Ottawa Senators. Logan Stankoven deking in traffic there, but he's going to lose it. 16:35 to play. Ivan Demidov. Take the ice, Demidov. All right, go for a line change, brother. That was stupid. The scoring starts. I'm hoping we get a better game than game 1, chat. After that first period, that game drastically slowed down. It wasn't nearly as exciting. I need a better hockey game tonight. Listen, I'm going to complain. If I'm buzzed, you're gonna feel my opinion. Goal 1 for Carolina. Do you want 50? Who doesn't want $50? I think if you ask a billionaire if they wanted $50, they probably... Okay, maybe not a billionaire. Maybe a millionaire. There is 16 minutes remaining in the first period. 2 shots on goal, both by Carolina, and they got a goal already. Good pass there. Working it back. Jordan Martin Hook is going to turn that puck over. Caulfield the other way, gets it stripped off his stick. Caulfield's got to play a little bit larger, man. I know he's only 5'9". Only so much he can do. Your mom's a hoe. Entering the offensive zone. Drops it off there. Nikishin, shot. Good block by Montreal. He gets it back, though. Nikishin trying to fire another one on net. Philippe Danault, the wonderful block. They can't get it out. Aho, cross ice. Nikishin now in the middle. Takes a shot. Rebound. That one's going to go wide. Seth Jarvis batting at the loose puck. And Carolina, they're feeling it now early on. Alex Texier trying to spring Josh Anderson the other way. Freddie Anderson's going to pick it up. Negates the icing. Hurricanes are off the other way. Svechnikov leaving it for Jarvis. Firing one. That one's going to get blocked by Matheson. 15 hard miles here in the first remaining. It has been all Carolina so far, as expected. They were not going to roll over and die. They were going to answer. They're more desperate. They know they got to win this game. They drop both on home ice like they did last year. Oh my God! Oh my God! Andrei Svechnikov trying for a Michigan in the conference finals. He almost hit it too. What on earth am I watching right now? Anderson's one-on-one the other way. Stopping up. Josh Anderson running out of real estate. He's just going to cycle it down low. Texier finding Anderson. That puck's going to hit the glass. There's no way Andrei Svechnikov just tried that shit, man. Ha! That's hilarious. He was close, Chad. He picked that up and everything. He was real close to hitting that Michie. Carolina's feeling it early on. They had the rust in game number 1. It's not there anymore. If Seth Jarvis was a shooter, JFK would still be alive. Don't lie. Seth Jarvis can rip the puck, man. Do not lie, laddie. Hudson's going to drop it off. We got the Kirby Dock line on now. 13:45. They're going to turn it over. Here comes Carolina. Jackson Blake ran out of real estate there, huh? Running into 3 white sweaters. Dock the other way, trying to make his way in the offensive zone. He's got 2 black sweaters pinning him along the wall right now. Jarvis is going to score 3. Favorite NHL team, the Edmonton Oilers. Carolina has 4 shots so far, and the Canadiens have yet to test Freddie Anderson. Gooley drops it off now. Bolduc finding Carrier at the blue line. He wires one. That gets blocked. Caden Gooley sends one in. It does not get on net, and the Caniacs are out the other way. Is that going to be ice? That is icing on Carolina. Who are we rooting for? The Canadiens. Les Habitants, les Cocksuckers, and the Esti de Tabernacs. Canes have been dominant so far. Yeah, I expected this, chat. You know they were going to bounce back. They were going to have a better effort to start the game. Oh, my God. Dude, Svechnikov was so close to getting that Michigan. Ha! That was... Can you imagine if he scored that in the playoffs? I mean, he was the first guy to do it in the National Hockey League. It would only be fitting. You guys remember that? Wasn't it like 2019? Late 2019, maybe early 2020 that Svech scored it? I'm pretty sure. I remember Pavel Barber, like a year or 2 before Svech scored it, said he was going to be the guy to do it. Because he tried it more often than pretty much everybody else. I'm just hating on both teams. Montreal not getting the space they had in game 1. They're not even getting the puck, honestly. Carolina has the majority of puck possession. Jankowski in on the forecheck right now. It is the 4th line of Carolina giving Montreal a lot of problems. Dobson, tons of room. There we go. Hands it off to Slavkovsky. Uri over. Trying to go back door to Cole Caulfield. That would have been a beauty passing play. Unfortunately, Carolina's going to break it up. 12:07 remaining. It was like 2019 against Calgary. Yeah, I think it was 2019. For some reason, my brain is telling me that. Oh, my. Noah Dobson. Brutal breakout feed. Jarvis catching up. Good play by Jarvis on the wall there. Allowing the Canes to still have possession. Still awaiting the first Montreal shot on goal. Aho has it now. Handing off to Chatfield. He sends one on net. Dobich is going to make the stop. Puck's going to come free, though. And the net is off its moorings. Pass's favorite team is the Flames. Second favorite is the Canucks. You're right. You got me. Montreal got to weather the storm here, chat. I subbed since I'm new. Hope that helps past it. It does, Jack. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. Do I like the Pittsburgh Penguins? Not really. But I do like Sidney Crosby. Pasta's favorite player is Matthews. Guys, Pasta's name is Nick for the people who are wondering. Apparently it's not anymore. Apparently it's Paul now. I don't know. It changes all the time. You guys can't really settle on what my name actually is. I guess you'll never know. Pasta's an OKC fan. I am a Shea fan. I like SGA. How can I not? I'm Canadian. Gotta back the Canadian boys. Biggest Matthew Tkachuk fan. Yes. This is number one bullshit. Number one bullshit. Referees are trying to settle out who knocked the net off its moorings. Was it Carolina or was it the Montreal Canadiens? If it was Montreal, it's a penalty. Oh. Carolina wins that faceoff. Montreal's going to break it up. Here they go the other way. Ivan Demidov, 2-on-1. Demidov in, stopping up. What a defensive effort there by Slavin. He had a rough game, number one. Or that was Keandre Miller, my bad. And it is a penalty against the Habitants, I believe. They're going to head to the PK. What happened here? Who are they taking? Oh, great. Don't show it, NHL. Let's just go to a fucking commercial break and come back clueless. It was Keandre Miller diving with his stick to break up that 2-on-1. And no, I think it's Logan Stankoven that's going to head to the penalty box for interference. And then Montreal will head to the power play. His favorite goalie is Hellebuck. Wemby got dunked on by a TikTok creator who paints his nails. We talk about Jared McCain right now? Crazy. Crazy. Dude, they really screwed Rico Verhoeven in that fight tonight. I'm actually pissed. He's winning that fight, too. What's your favorite team from each division? Brother, I'm lucky I have one team. If it was not for the Edmonton Oilers, I would not have a favorite team. Got dunked on by a 6'2" twink. What does that mean? What'd that mean? SGA certified flopper. Certified legend, too. Say what you will. He's not the first player to flop, chat. Like, there's been so many other players. Listen, it's how it always goes. Everybody hates him because OKC's winning. Just wait a few years from now, 4 or 5 years when Wemby and the Spurs are dominating, they'll spin some narrative to where everybody hates Wemby and the Spurs now. Just wait. Just watch. Mark my words. It's going to happen. I've seen it so much. People do not like dominance. They don't like the same teams winning. They don't like extended dominance either. They like to hate on greatness, and it's going to happen. Everybody loves Wemby now. Just wait a few years when he wins like 3 MVPs in a row and wins 2 championships, and everybody's going to hate him. It's just how it goes. The greats, they get hated on. It happens in pretty much every sport. Look at Kansas City. Everybody loved Mahomes and KC early on before they started winning multiple Super Bowls. When it was 2020 and Mahomes was throwing these crazy-ass passes, everybody loved them. Then they started to win. Then they went back-to-back, and everybody's like, oh, the refs, fuck them. It's just the way it happens in sports, man. People don't like teams that win. They like to hate on greatness. They want to see new teams win it every year. I hate the nonchalant stuff he does. KD legit cried and called his mom was a real MVP. Yeah, I remember that. That was different, though, right? KD probably grew up pretty differently than SGA. All right, Montreal, let's see what they can do in the power play. Cole Caulfield almost got that loose puck, but the Canes are going to send it down the ice. That is crazy. 11:10 remaining here in the first. I was going to say the third. Oh, my God. I'm getting buzzed already. What on earth? Nick Suzuki. Montreal. Okay, they get in. Caulfield on his half wall now. Nope. Carolina's going to send it down. Send it down. I never liked KC, LOL, Bills fan. That is understandable, though. I mean, the general NFL population. Everybody liked them until they started winning. Same with the Pats. Happens to every great team. Nick Suzuki cannot get in the offensive zone right now. Carolina doing a good job on the PK. Aho. He's away, one-on-one. Hands it off to Miller now. They're just going to control some possession, but Dobish comes out to play it and stop that rim. Pasta's favorite goalie is Joseph Wall. Lane Hudson. He's going to stop up. The Montreal Canadiens are making a line change here. Second power play unit's coming out. We got 40 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Texier stops up at the blue line, sends it into the corner to Kirby Dach. Back to Dobson. Down low to Newhook, but that's skipped over his stick. And Carolina cleared again. They can't. The Canadiens, do they have possession? Nope. Carolina is going to clear it down. A god-awful power play so far by the Canadiens. Flopping has ruined the NBA. They got to make suspensions happen because of flopping. Flopping's happened for decades in the NBA, though. It's not new. Robinson's away now. On short-handed. Shot on Dobish. And he is going to cover that one up. Man, that fourth line, I'm telling y'all. Robinson, Jankowski, and who's the other guy? Oh, I got to search it up here. It's Jankowski, Eric Robinson, and William Carrier. They have been the best line for the Hurricanes so far in this series. We're giving new Pasta viewers facts. Indeed you are. Oh, man. Bro, the NHL lost again yesterday. Yeah. How do we feel about Colorado being down 2-0, chat? .9:33 remaining. Montreal has 6 seconds of power play time to work with, but they're in their own zone. So it is going to go back to even strength. Josh Anderson dumps that puck in deep. Anderson, Evans, and Deneau. Philippe Deneau had a beautiful breakaway goal in game number 1. Probably had his best game of the entire postseason, too. We'll see if he can replicate it. Jackson Blake's going to trip over the blue line. I don't know what happened there. Evans the other way now on the counterattack. Dropping it off to Gooley. Trying to center one to the net. Can't do it, though. Carrier makes sure it does not get out. Montreal has not had a shot on goal yet. Carrier, though. Here it is. Philippe Deneau sliding it across, and there it is. Et la boue. Let Josh Anderson will score to tie the game up for the Canadiens. First shot, first goal by Le Montreal, chat. There it was. I knew they were going to get a shot there. But they had amazing patience on that play. Goalie sent it over to Deneau. And again, Philippe Deneau coming up huge here. Centers it in front to Josh Anderson. And he tips that one home over the shoulder of Freddie Anderson. Bad play by Taylor Hall in the half wall leads to a goal against. And we got ourselves a tie game. Et la boue! Est la tabernacle! Freddie Anderson is a le coq-sucker. Oui. We got a tie game, boys. That's crazy. First shot, first goal. Who's in net right now? I didn't know that the Carolina Hurricanes was starting Cal Pickard. Slavkovsky on his half wall now. Oh, bad play. It's going to bounce out in front. Suzuki gets after it. 8:20 to go. Jordan Stahl made a big hit there. Carolina's going to intercept it. Ehlers turnover, trying to go back door to, I believe, William Carrier. No, it was Martin Hook. Getting the names mixed up. Slavin keeps it in. Carolina trying to work with it now. Sending it down low. Martin Hook. Oh my, what a feed! Off the post! Captain Jordan Stahl was this close to giving the Carolina Hurricanes a lead here in Game 2. That was a beautiful give and go. It was Martin Hook and Jordan Stahl working it out of the corner. They had a great look, a great opportunity. Stahl just hit the goalpost, man. Sometimes you beat the goalie and you still don't score. So many variables in hockey. Red lining in. Why did Linden show up? Bandwagon alert. Oh, you guys are still giving it to him, man. That's funny. Montreal is going to get it in. You actually scared me. How did I scare you? I shouldn't do that. Captain denied by the post. Svechnikov into the offensive zone, going behind the net now. He's going to center that one, but it gets tipped. Lane Hudson, hard on the forecheck. Lane, that man hustles, man. I see him moving. DeAndre Miller puts it into the corner to Jarvis. Kirby Doc, nice play there. Hold him along the wall. Do not allow Seth Jarvis to make any play with that puck. Buffalo is right on the border. I know. Niagara Falls. Carrier, shot from the blue line. The puck is free. Oh my God. Demidov picks it up now. Below the goal line, Ivan Demidov centers it. Carolina gets it back to the blue line, but they can't get it out. Newhook getting poked off his stick defensively. Good play there by Jarvis. And the Canes have flicked it into the neutral zone. Robinson the other way. Backhander on Dobish. That one's going to miss the net entirely. Slavin keeps the blue line. We have 6:10 left to play in the first. They're going to center that loose puck, and Carolina capitalize. They keep it in. Chatfield now at the blue line, shooting, blocked. And that puck's going to go off the boards and down the length of the ice. No icing, though. Carolina just shoots the puck. They always shoot the puck, man. Consistently. I hate your commentary. Why? What is so bad about it? I'm still better than, oh, fuck, I forget his name. Who's the guy who used to do the Boston Bruins games? The Homer guy. I forget his name. He retired a few years ago. He's really old now. I forget his name. We now have 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first period. The shots are 5-1, but we got ourselves a 1-1 tie. Close game so far. Jack Edwards, yes, Jack Edwards. No disrespect to him personally, but as a commentator, dog shit. Here comes Stankoven on the counterattack. Dropping it off. Good give and go there. Logan Stankoven tried to shoot it, but he just fanned on that puck. Ehlers is going to pick it up now. Nikolai Ehlers blocking out of the corner. Drops it back to Nikishin. Montreal did a great job in Game 1 blocking a lot of shots, and they're doing the same here in Game 2. You know, Carolina loves to throw all the leather on net. All the rubber on net. I don't know why I said leather. There's no leather in a hockey puck. Oh my God, that's a bad play, Nick Suzuki. Carolina continues their pressure and possession. Ah, that was a hand pass. Hand pass! You can't do that. He was at the Bruins game when they lost 6-1. Really? Who looks stronger so far? Carolina has controlled majority of pace of play. But it does not matter. We're sitting at a 1-1 tie right now. We're one shot away, possibly, from Montreal being up 2-1. Hey, buddy. What's up, Scott? How you doing, buddy? Chat, how we feeling so far? Pretty good game. I like it. One shot, one goal. Another Anderson masterclass. You say that because you're American. You wish you were Canadian. Me? Huh? Me? I don't know who you're talking to, brother. But you got the wrong guy. Being a Canadian pansy would be torture. Oh, listen, brother. I would. Not even gonna say it. I'm not taking the bait. I am not taking the bait. Also, we got a commercial break, which means chug a beer. All right, I got one more to do, right? One more to get up to 5. Actually, Justo donated a few more, didn't he? Yes, he did. Second beer down here. Why is my Twitter not working? What the fuck? Hi, guys. Are you watching Johnny Manziel fight? Dude, I didn't even know that was going on until like yesterday. He's fighting Bob Menery, which is absolutely insane. Doesn't make any sense. Just, I don't know. I really don't know. Rather be Canadian than have a pet from a president. I feel bad for you. Passive streaming the Habs game for that bag. Listen, the Montreal Canadiens fan base, I have underrated them. They're a lot larger than I previously thought. Regardless, there's 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in period number 1, my bad. We are at a 1-1 tie. The Canadiens still standing on 1 shot on goal. Freddie Anderson's save percentage right now is 0. Dude has not made a stop here in the first period. Suzuki puts it down low to Caulfield. Rimming it around to Slavkovsky. Tries to center that one. Stahl's going to get it out, though. Almost 95K views in the Buffalo Game 7. Yeah, that was nuts. I think we peaked at like 3,500 people in the chat. Or in the stream, I mean. If Montreal makes the Cup Finals, imagine what those numbers are going to be. Oliver Kapanen, have yet to see him on the ice. That's his first shift of the game, I believe. First stop getting out there. He's alongside Kirby Dach. I think they're rolling 12 forwards, maybe 13. Because he is not taking a regular shift. He's joining that 4th line right now. Kapanen can't get it out, though. Uh-oh, you want to stay on the ice. Shot. Good save there by Dobesh. With 3:24 left to play. I sort of wished it was an Edmonton-Montreal final because both those teams had the craziest atmospheres. Yeah, that would be nuts. That would be like the dream scenario, right? The 2 best playoff atmospheres in the league going at it in the Stanley Cup Finals. Canadians are all rabid, liberal tossers or losers, spineless. That's hilarious coming from an American, but I wouldn't expect any intelligence coming from you anyways. So. Suck a dick. Oh, we got another commercial break. Did we not just have one, chat? All right. Chug a beer. I think Buffalo's playoff atmosphere was pretty good. It was really good. It was good. That fan base was waiting for some playoff games. 14 years, man. Can you imagine being a 14-year-old Buffalo fan this season? You probably cried after game 1 of that Boston series. Thank you very much for the sub, brother chat. If you guys are new here and have not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? If they are on public, they will pop up on the screen. That final can't happen because Gary Wall would have a heart attack. Yeah, Gary would not allow that Stanley Cup final, huh? I shed a tear, as you should, honestly. Been a long time. Now Buffalo's got some experience. They can build upon that heading into next season. Oh, that is great. I could be a 39-year-old Buffalo fan, but I'm not. I could be a 41-year-old transgender, but I'm not either. All right, what am I even saying? Habs in 6. My prediction was Habs in 7, right? That was my prediction. I'm pretty sure. When I saw Sandra, she was Rick. Okay, how do you say the last name? Generates? I don't know who that is, Lose Twitch. I gotta be honest. I got no idea. All right, we are back in the action. Power play for the Hurricanes with 3:24 remaining. You already are, Paul. Appreciate it, Bobby. Ricky Bobby, shake and bake, baby. Keandre Miller. Hands it off now to Blake. I don't know what the power play was for. Stankoven trying to drive the net. Good defensive effort there by Mike Matheson. What a play. And he clears it down. That was amazing. A lot of intensity, a lot of effort there, and a lot of urgency to clear that puck. What was that penalty for? They didn't even show it. This is what I hate, man. It's always after a commercial break, somebody gets a power play. It's so fucking buns. Like, show me what happened. I didn't even see the penalty. Miller sends it down low now. Taylor Hall walking out, trying to center that one. It's in the feet of Stankoven. Carolina keeps it in. Thinking of San Andreas. Catalina, there we go, Le Montreal. Clear that down with 2:30 left to play. He made slogans like Top Shelf, where Grandma hides the cookies. Is that the slogan? I've been saying the naughty version. Andrei Svechnikov pokes that puck free. We get a battle down low. 2:15 remaining. Jarvis. Carolina's going to work it back now. Shane Gostisbehere. Cross ice to Nikolai Ehlers. Down low. Back to Ehlers on his half wall. Looking for some options right now. Sliding it to Jarvis. Back to Ehlers. Shooting. That one's going to go a little bit wide. I think Dobish actually got a piece of that. Nikolai Ehlers backdoor feed. Oh, that would have been a tap in by Svech. Andrei Svechnikov was this close to giving the game a tie. Wait, there it is. The Habitants are going to head to the power play. A checking from behind on Josh Anderson. And the Hurricanes are going to take a penalty. I believe it was Andrei Svechnikov. We get 21 seconds of 4-on-4 before the Canadiens head to the PP. Justo, thank you for the 2. Pass is feeling it. I paid for 10 of those. I got you, brother. Don't worry. I am feeling it. What happened to Kakanyemi? I got to be honest. I don't know. I know they offer sheeted him for Montreal, and then he signed there for a little bit. And who knows where he's at now. Is it live? Of course it's live, brother. It literally shows you on YouTube if it's live. I can't believe people actually walk into live streams and ask that. It's like pretty easily, like, it's a good visual that YouTube has to tell you whether or not it's a video or a live stream. Svech can't score tap-ins, but could score Michigans. He can't do either right now. Hashtag bum. All right. 4-on-4 in game 1. Heavily favor the Canadiens. We'll see what happens here. Chatfield the other way. Trying to hand it to Jacob Slavin going on a rush. All right. That might have been the first time I've ever seen Slavin go on a rush in a hockey game. He has been the prototypical defensive defenseman. As we have 1:35 of power play time for Montreal. Let's see if they can get a goal here. Imagine the Habs go up by 1 after the period they just had, where they kind of got outplayed. Definitely outshot. They're going to get outshot the entirety of the series, though. They knew that coming in. Demidov down low. Over to Nick Suzuki, trying to backhand that one out in front. Demidov picks it up. Final minute of play here, 55 seconds. Uri, waiting. Back to Demidov. Down low to Slavkovsky. Slav, backdoor tap in. Nicole Caulfield could not get a stick on it. Suzuki, horrible feed, and everybody's got to tag up. Ivan Demidov back for it now. Demidov into the offensive zone. Gets stripped of the puck. Goes out of the blue line, and there is 45 seconds of power play time remaining. Are they in Montreal? No, they're in Carolina. Canes have home ice advantage. Suzuki, 35 to go on the man advantage. Into the offensive zone. Getting under pressure, and he turns it over. Aho the other way, but he's 1-on-3. Not too much he could do offensively. I hate when Montreal carries. Oh, horrible. 2-on-1 the other way. Oh, Seth Jarvis missed the net. He fanned on that one-timer. Uri Slavkovsky with a brutal turnover that damn near led to a goal against. And that is the end of the first period. We are heading into the intermission, all tied up at 1. The commentary is real. I think the video is a game or something. There's no way that's a real person. That's got to be an NPC, Chad. It has to be a bot. It has to be a bot. What is my favorite team? The Edmonton Oilers. Kane score, Miller 2-1. Yo, this is a loop. Loose Twitch, don't do that, brother. I will ban you. I will ban you. Low-key, Habs in 4. I highly doubt that. I do not think the Carolina Hurricanes are going to get swept. Oh, nice team. Fucking right's their nice team, buddy. All right, chat. As we head into the intermission, it is officially Q&A time while I down some beers. Ask me anything. Biggest hit you've ever seen? PK Subban on Brad Marchand was pretty big. When I think of biggest hits, that definitely comes to mind. I don't know if it would be number 1, but it would be up there. It would be up there. All right. What do you mean tied? The score is 7-5 Canadiens. Low key, if I wasn't the injured, the Canes wouldn't be struggling. Wait, what? What does that mean? Thank you, Bruno, for the sub. Who will the Cup final be? I guess we'll have to wait and see, huh? I don't think that Colorado series is over yet, Chad. I don't think so. Are you married? No. No, I am not. Favorite team jersey? Probably Dallas, but I think Utah might have just their home jersey. Utah's home, in my opinion, is the best in the entire league. If I wasn't injured, the Canes wouldn't be struggling. That's an interesting statement. Which game was the best to watch in this season? Like a single game? Best game to watch. Honestly, non-biased, Minnesota-Colorado game 1. That one was fucked. It was nuts. It was like, what, 9-7? 9-6? What beer you drinking? Apple juice. No, I'm kidding. Utah home jersey hits hard. I do not know why they do not have their logo on their aways. Can we change that, please? For the love of God. Buffalo Alts are the best in the league. No bias or no nothing. Definitely no bias there. Why is Marner hated? 1, because he played in Toronto, and 2, because he left Toronto. Is this live? Never. Keith Ballard or Dan Hamhuis? Oh my God, we're going back right now. I'm going to go Dan Hamhuis. He was on the Canucks in that 2011 run, right? Pretty sure. Thoughts on the Oilers 23 Heritage Classic jersey? Are they tough? They're okay. I really love the cream jerseys that we had this season, chat. They grew on me. The first time I saw them, I hated them. Then I saw them in person, and they looked a lot better. Have you ever been to a Stanley Cup playoff game? Yes, I saw Game 2, 2024, between the Kings and the Oilers. We lost in overtime. Anze Kopitar walked in from the blue line and sniped it. It was fun, though. Playoff games in person are so much different than regular season. You're just chanting the entire game. It's nuts. All right, fuck this guy. This guy's getting hidden. This guy's getting banned. Fuck him. Get out of here, you stupid bitch-ass boss. I saw Game 2, Buffalo-Boston. We got blown out of the water. Really? You're bad luck too, Lose Twitch. I've never seen my Oilers win a game. I've been to 2. It's actually kind of crazy. My first ever Edmonton Oilers game was a playoff game. It's such a different atmosphere than the regular season, though. It's just, the regular season, majority of the time, is dead quiet. Playoffs, it is not the case. This guy's trash at Shell. Yo, I would fuck you at Shell. Pause. It was 4-0 in the second intermission, then we scored 2 in the third. I went to 3 Florida Panthers games. Were they playoff games or regular season? Get out. Kopitar sniped it past Stuart Foreskin Skinner. Yeah. I was disappointed. I didn't even know the game ended. I was so drunk that it happened. It was like a blur. It happened so quickly. Oh, they're going down easy now. They're going down real easy. Go, Canes, go. I hit it first. Bro says Paston. Doesn't say anything else. Typical Canadian, fruity AF. Listen, don't project on me, brother. You're projecting. You're projecting your own insecurities on me because you can't handle who you actually are in the real life. That's why you're in a YouTube chat right now arguing with me. Talk about being insecure. Imagine that. My eardrums were about to rupture when Josh Allen came out. Yeah, Josh Allen brought that bad luck to Buffalo, eh? Almost like the atmosphere in here with or without the beer. Listen, I'm going to bring a chat. I'm, 5 deep? Almost 6? I got a little bit left. I just subbed. Thank you, WHL. I appreciate you, brother. Weekend Hockey League. That was nasty. You suck at Shell, buddy. That's why you played single A your whole life. That's funny. What is that? How does that correlate? How does NHL correlate to real life hockey? What? I went to Florida's last 2 games this season. They won both. In the playoffs games, they got shut out. Damn. Every time there's a guy who's related to the Bills, comes to a Sabres game, we get blown out of the water. Go Carolina. I run a Discord league. Nice, dude. For like NHL 26? Yeah, buddy, be quiet. I played AAA. Oh, fuck, he plays AAA, chat. Everybody bow down to the king. He's the first player ever to play AAA. Get the fuck. What's more illegal, rooting for a team in the opposite conference or opposite country? I don't think either really are like that illegal. Wouldn't it be better to like root for a team in a completely separate conference? It would be one thing if I was like streaming Calgary Flames playoff games. That would be crazy then. That would be nuts. But like Montreal's not in my division. They're not rivals of Edmonton. We're fine. We're okay. First game was Edmonton versus the Flyers when McDavid got injured. Fuck off. Really? That was, what was his name? What was his name? We trade for him too after that. What was his name? It was Brandon something. It was Brandon something that hit McDavid into the boards. Fuck. I forget his name. It'll come back to me. Shit, he plays AAA, bro. Everybody back off. That dude plays AAA. Oh, what was his name? Nobody tell me. Nobody tell me. It was Brandon something. He was the defenseman for the Philadelphia Flyers. And then like 2 years later, GM Chiarelli thought it was a good idea to trade for him. Oh, my God. What was his name? I'm drawing a blank right now. Hagel? No. It was not Brandon Hagel that broke Connor McDavid's collarbone. I actually cannot remember his name right now. Wow. Maybe it wasn't Brandon. I don't want to search it up. I feel like I'm going to get mad and be like, oh, I should have remembered that. Let's go, Brandon. I'm the best player in the chat. You're probably the worst player in the chat, bud. Hashtag buns. What are the Canes doing in the video game? LOL, they're all laying on the ice. Oh, that's their Storm Surge. They got a little celebration. EA added that in like NHL 19. It was after Don Cherry called them. What did he call them again? I don't know. He said something about them. That guy was annoying. Rips in the chat to that guy. It's just attention-seeking at its finest, right? It's weird. I could never be that insecure that I would go into a live stream and just crave the attention. Like, if you're not talking about me, I'm not doing my job. A lot of confidence in the chat tonight. I would butt-fuck him. Whoa. Pause. I watched McDavid get injured during his rookie season. Got a bit angry at the Flyers. Yeah, next year he got really angry. After he scored a goal, he was chirping him. I actually can't remember his name. Brandon Manning. Fuck, that what? Yes, it was Brandon Manning. God damn it. I knew his name was Brandon. I couldn't remember the last name. Oh, I'm so mad. I should have got that right. It was Brandon Manning. I remember that. And then when he came to Edmonton the next season, everybody took runs at him. Milan Lucic, Zach Kassian, Patty Maroon, everybody got a piece of Manning. He was the most hated guy in Edmonton for like a solid 2-year stretch. I was at that game. Which game, Lose Twitch? God damn, I can't remember. Why? Why did I not remember that? And then GM Chiarelli, Peter Chiarelli, that dumbass, traded for him in like 2019. Can you imagine that? Your franchise player gets injured by another guy, publicly says he's got a beef with him, and then your GM trades for the guy. That is the management that we have had in the McDavid era. Honestly, it describes it perfectly. The game where McDavid was chirping the Flyers and they blew a 2-0 lead in Philadelphia. Why were you in Philly for that game? Do I think the Leafs should do a full rebuild around McKenna? No. If they want to, sure, but like, you already got Nylander and Matthews on the roster. Odds are when you trade those guys, you're not getting that caliber of player in return. Try to see what you can do in the first, like, maybe 2-3 years. It all depends on what Matthews wants to do. Maybe he doesn't want to be in Toronto anymore. The thing now that makes it interesting is Austin Matthews, Chad, is expendable. He really is. I would say he's still the face of the franchise, but not for much longer. Like, that dude is... He's not the centerpiece. Like, McKenna is more valuable. Matthews is damn near 30. Like, he's expendable. You can trade him away now. You got a number 1 overall pick, and you got a great player in McKenna that's going to be elite for many, many years. I'm a Phillies fan. I went to a game, and the Flyers tickets were cheap. Imagine telling that to someone in 2024. How do I feel about the Canucks and Rangers? Trash and trash. Although I do like the Rangers. I like their arena. Oh, right. The Knicks game. Forgot to turn that on. Only thing that's expendable is that hairline. That's crazy. That right there was a violation, chat. That right there. Why is that glitching? Please. Let's go. Knicks game is on. What is the score of the Knicks game? Oh, it didn't even start yet. What? Telling that to 2024 Julian would make him freak out. Yeah, it would. Funny. Listen, as soon as Matthews is out of Toronto, Julian is going to become the biggest McKenna fan of all time. Thoughts on Philly? What about Philly? Like Philadelphia as a city? Or like the Flyers, the Sixers, the Eagles? Least favorite team that's not the Leafs? Canucks. Listen, my rankings of like least favorite teams are like solely based on their fan bases. There's obviously teams I don't care about. Like it was Arizona when they were still a thing. St. Louis, don't give a shit. What else? Anaheim, don't really care. Obviously, nobody likes Vegas. Trying to think, what are other teams? Seattle's like, I love Seattle's jerseys, but that franchise is so inherently mid, dude. They're just so mid every single season. They're not bottom 3. They're in like a somewhat wild card race, but they're not close enough to where they can make it. Just the shittiest spot to be in as a franchise. Marner is reminding me about the Kessel situation. Yeah, it's pretty similar. If I had to start a franchise with a rookie player, who would I choose, Malkin or Kane? Probably Malkin. It's easier to build around a centerman than it is a winger. But that just solely due to the fact that center is more valuable as a position than a winger. They're extremely close, though, as players. Like, it's actually crazy how, like, identical their careers have been. Matthews should leave Canada. They're allergic to winning. Their stars could actually shine. Get the fuck out of here. I don't think Matthews is taking over an American franchise and leading them to a Stanley Cup final. Don't think so. Vegas kind of screwed Seattle. How so? If Anderson plays bad, do you think he will play Game 3? Probably. Well, what is the most underrated team other than the Canadiens? I wouldn't say Montreal is the most underrated team. It's hard to say right now because so many teams are eliminated from the playoffs, right? You guys are probably oozing on the recency bias. But most underrated team. I don't know. I actually don't know. Marner might, yeah. He might, man, can you imagine if Vegas wins the Cup and Marner gets the Conn Smythe? That'd be crazy. Ducks are pretty underrated, yeah. They're a good team, man. They got a bright future. They remind me a lot of Montreal. They just don't have, like, I don't know how big of a believer I am in Lucas Dostal. Maybe he gets better next season. I don't know, but they're a lot similar to the Canadiens. A young team with a boatload of younger players that are ready to take that next step. They're a good team. They can score, can't really defend. They even have some veteran guys that led them to the second round of the postseason. Carter Hart wins the Cup. Whole league should go under. Canadiens are definitely not underrated. Yeah, I would not say they're underrated either. As much as I hate Vegas, I almost want to see Marner win the Cup. Yeah, I feel like that would make Leaf fans cry, and that brings a smile to my face. So that'd be a cool thing. As much as I hate the Vegas Golden Knights, I wouldn't be mad seeing Mitch Marner win the cup. I kind of want to see him win it. For all the abuse and all the fucking shenanigans in the media that he had to deal with in Toronto, it would be nice. It would be pretty sweet. I'm not even a believer in Dostal. He's still young. He can take that leap and get better, but we'll see. Time will tell. Chat, do I have enough time to take a piss? I think I do. We're going to do a quick little piss break here. 30 seconds. You guys can time me in the chat. Count it up. Don't worry, your boy's back. How long was that, chat? 50 seconds? A minute? Not even? Under a minute! I gotta open up a new beer. We have the second period about to begin here, chat. Canadiens better win. Canadiens! 1 minute, read. 56 seconds, 1. You guys were counting, huh? You guys were counting in the chat? That's crazy. All right, second period is underway. We got Montreal and Carolina still tied. Only 5 seconds to go on the man advantage, so we are headed back to even strength here. We'll see if we can get some more goals. We had 2 in the first period. Montreal, oh, Carolina the other way. Dobish, good poke check there, not allowing Andrei Svechnikov to potentially make a play on that puck. Slavkovsky now. Uri. Turning it over in the neutral zone. Montreal gains possession out of it. Dobson's going to take it back now. Canucks were underrated in 24. No, they were not. They won the division, dude. What? How are they underrated? They were favored to beat the Oilers. And then they lost. Shots are pretty low. 7-2 right now after a period. Carolina came out strong. They scored first, but the Canadiens in that first period tied the game up as Walker's going to dump it in. As a goalie, Dostal doesn't have that it factor. He can be good, not great. Yeah, he wasn't great in the playoffs, that's for sure. Jake Evans going to put it down low. Jarvis is going to intercept. Montreal will keep it in. Freddie Anderson's going to play it now. We have 1840, 1839, 1838, 1837, 1836. There is your time check. You want to sync up my commentary alongside the gameplay? There it is. That is offside at the blue line. The season Sabres remind me of the 24 Canucks. Hopefully they don't blow up the way that Vancouver did just a year afterwards. The season flew by. I remember Frank Nazar getting his first goal. Yeah, that was crazy, dude. I remember that. And then it went live afterwards. It actually went by so fast. Once you get older, chat, you'll realize if you're young right now, time doesn't seem that quick by you and by your standards. Wait until you're like 18 and you become a legal adult. Time just flies by. Years go by when they used to seem like forever. I remember this time last year so clearly. It felt like yesterday. It's nuts, man. Dobish swings that one on the wall. Bad turnover, though. Carolina keeps it in. Shot at the goal line. Good save, Jakub Dobish. What happened? His stick is down. He's got a stick and escape blade right now. Uh-oh, Jakub Dobiš. Trying to get that one free, and he does. That was caught in his pad. It was in the lace. Good stretch pass there, Freddie Anderson. Rims it on the wall. I passed it. What's up, dude? How you doing? The season was my favorite one-man storyline and everything. I mean, pretty easily, huh? Good poke check there by Dobiš. Buffalo hasn't had a successful season in 15 years, basically, so pretty easy to choose which one was your favorite. Jackson Blake the other way now. Blake. Gonna center one to the net. He can't do it. Chatfield's gonna keep that puck in. Carolina, Chatfield centering it. Stankoven. Back to Blake at the blue line. Jackson Blake has the biggest shin pads I've seen out of a smaller player probably ever. His shin pads are massive, dude. Speak of the devil. Blake again. Trying to hold on to that puck. He had a rough game one. Montreal's not giving him much space. Good blocker stop there by Dobiš. And Kirby Doc, you got to make a play quicker with that, dude. You got lucky now. Doc into the offensive zone. A lot of luck involved in hockey. Canadiens are making a change right now. Jackson Blake shin pads, Rick shin pads. I remember that, man. Rick shin pads. Because that dumbass couldn't get a puck on net, man. Gooley, he's going to go D to D to Carrier. Alex Carrier at the blue line. I'd say Carrier is one of the more underrated players on the Canadiens. He does so many little things that really mean a lot in the game. Block shot there by the Canes. Gooley drops it off. Slavkovsky now. Waiting. Finding Suzuki. Nah, Suzuki wasn't ready for the 1-T, man. Caulfield, fake shot. Cole fires one. That one's going to go wide. Carolina's been out there for a minute now. They want to get a line change in. Chatfield gets the red line and dumps that puck in deep. Hayden Gooley. Over to Slavkovsky. Finding Carrier. Montreal, is that ice? No, yeah, that is. Icing on the play. Drink downed. Yes. Yes, chat. When is the next video? Tomorrow. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. We roughly do 3 simulation videos a week. And then when I do Be a Pro, we add that to it. Jets are another team that falls apart. I feel like the playoffs in the 90s is better than what we have now. I disagree. The skill, so listen, I go back sometimes, especially near Christmas time when they're playing the old games, like World Junior games and old hockey games. I go back and watch them sometimes. The skill difference is insane. You had defensemen that couldn't move the fucking puck. They would have to skate it to the red line if they wanted to dump it in. Now they just do a good stretch pass and somebody tips it. But back then, it was a lot different. Svechnikov, turnover in the neutral zone. Kane's got numbers the other way. Svechnikov, again, waiting, firing. That one's going to miss the net. Sean Walker steps up there to keep that puck in play. Keandre Miller. Down low to Jarvis. Jarvis spinning away from that forechecker. Dropping it off now. Good move by Walker. Trying to dance his way to the middle of the ice. That's not going to happen. Back to the blue line to Aho. Down low now to Svech. Finding your mom's a hoe. This is what Carolina loves to do. They love the puck possession time. I'm surprised they have not flung a puck on net yet. Just a wild shot where they're not even looking where they're shooting. That's literally their calling card. That is what the Hurricanes do often. As Ivan Demidov dumps it in deep. I like all the Be a Pro videos. Sabres won the Stanley Cup. Here comes that fourth line of Carolina. Jankowski below the goal line, centering it. Dobiš is all over that, though. And Strubble's going to dump that one out. Flick it into the neutral zone. Counterattack by Carolina. Robinson tries to center it. Good defensive play there by Le Montreal. And they're away the other way. Josh Anderson. Take a shot, Anderson. Okay, he's going to go below the goal line, centering it. Philippe Danault was this close to pounding it home. Texier. Montreal needs to get some offensive zone time, man. They have been chasing the play a lot in this game. Not having a lot of puck possession time. Carolina seems like the eager team, the more eager team, the more... What is the word I'm looking for? Oh, I know it. Desperate, the more desperate team. Good dump in there by Bolduc, but that puck's out of play. Go Habs, go. Go Montreal. Chad, who are you guys cheering for so far out of the remaining teams in the postseason as we are headed to a commercial break? Down another beer. We are on fire. Who is we? I think you got to define who we is. Yo, do hockey card openings. I do not collect hockey cards, no. Cheering for the Zamboni driver, David Aries. Why do I feel like Vegas might win it all? Maybe. We'll see. I really want to see Montreal in the Stanley Cup Finals, though. I feel like that would be fun. That would be so much fun. I don't know. I think Colorado has a better chance. We'll see how this game goes, obviously. Maybe Carolina ties it up at 1. I think overall, though, the Avs do have an opportunity and a chance to come back in this series. I do not think it's going to be like a 4-game Vegas sweep. Like, we're going 5, 6, and 7, potentially. Everyone who leaves, the Leafs get a better career. Same with the Sabres for the longest time. Yeah. The Avs seem like more of a road team. They've been just good everywhere, right? They've been good at home, good on the road. They were the last home team to win a playoff game back in May 12th. Ever since then, the road team has won every single game in any series. Did I just say 6-7? I did not, Giannis. Tell Giannis to get the fuck out of Milwaukee, by the way. What's he doing wasting his career away? Dumbass bum. The one and only Habs for a reason. Thank you, Susie, for the sub. Appreciate it. Torts did a sweep. Torts did sweep a President's Trophy team once. Yeah, 2019. That was just an anomaly. I don't think we'll ever see something like that ever again. That just shows, though, right? The playoffs are totally different than the regular season. You're playing a different team every night in the regular season. You're not in the playoffs. You're playing the same team. Matchups are easier. Game plans and schemes are a little bit easier to create. As that is going to be a high stick. Can I do a 10-year Canucks rebuild? Maybe. I'll do something for the draft once we get closer. But I got a lot of videos I got to do now, Chad. I just started one today of Austin Matthews. I'll probably finish it tomorrow or Monday. And we're just going to work our way through it. I got so many video ideas and so many thumbnails already made up. And I'm locked and loaded. Eventually, once we get closer to the draft, I will do a Gavin McKenna full-on rebuild for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I'll probably do something with the Canucks as well. Maybe completely changing their franchise. We have 12:55 remaining in the second. Shots are 9-3 in favor of Carolina. But we are still deadlocked at 1. Dobish, gonna play that one on the wall. Can't get it out, though. 62 wins just to get swept. Yeah, that's bizarre. You can't even call that a collapse. Like, that's why I say Boston has the biggest choke job in NHL history. Because they were leading 3-1 over the Panthers and then just blew it. Tampa Bay didn't win a game against Columbus, so you can't say they choked. They just got fucking belted. Slavkovsky now. Handing in deep to Caulfield. Finding Suzuki. Trying to walk in. Nick Suzuki. Running out of real estate. Yeah, I said it again. What are you going to do about it? Slavkovsky spinning and firing one in deep. We got Jacob Slavin coming out with that loose puck, and he's going to flick it into the neutral zone. Tell me, Egg Matthews. I think I started that, chat. Did I? I'm pretty sure I did. I don't think I heard anybody else call him Tummy Egg Matthews ever. Pretty sure I did that. Slavin. Stretch pass up the middle. It's on Dobesh. He's going to cover it up. As Montreal is going to have a defensive zone faceoff. 62 wins to get swept by a team with no playoff series wins. Right. That was Columbus's first ever. That's crazy. Thought the series was over when Marchand had the last second breakaway. Right. Yep. So weird, eh? I was like, oh yeah, Florida's done. They're down 3-1 to the Boston Bruins. They go on to the fucking Stanley Cup Finals and then rally off 2 cups in a row. It's so weird how hockey works, man. There's so many variables, and just overall luck involved. Just you need bounces to go your way. That's why any Stanley Cup champion has luck on their side. You need luck to win the Stanley Cup. You can't just win it based on skill and talent alone. There is a lot of luck involved as well. Things just sometimes don't go your way. Bad bounces. Sean Walker trying to make a move in the offensive zone. Can't do it, though. 11:20 remaining. Newhook's been quiet in this game. A lot of Canadian skaters have been. Demidov dropping it back. I would have liked to see an Ivan Demidov shot there. Montreal's working with it in the offensive zone, though. Finally getting some zone time. Jake Evans. He's got some time and space. Evans now. Back to the blue line. Uh-oh, Strubble's in trouble. He pokes it in deep, though. Keeping the play alive. Demidov holding on to it. Losing that puck battle. As the Caniacs are going to get it out. Any team scoring would be nice. Yeah, we need a goal, chat. We haven't had a goal in a while. Shots are only 10-3 also, so this game's getting real tight now. Here we go. Texier, though, the other way. Alex Texier. Did he just get tripped by the fucking blue line? Keep on your feet, buddy. What are you doing? That's the second time I've seen an NHL player in this hockey game. Here we go. Anderson sliding across. Shot. That one's going to miss the net. Freddie Anderson was swimming. He was swimming. Martin Hook the other way. Stopping up. He's just going to hold that puck on the wall. Waiting for his team to come up with it. Nikishin at the blue line. Fires one a little bit wide. Gossesbear keeps the line. Wrapping it out in front. Jackson Blake could not complete that. Stankoven now. Back to the blue line. Nikishin. Good block shot by Philippe Danault. Oui. Estira Tabernac. Jankowski. That's not Jankowski. It's Martin Hook, you dumbass. Stankoven. Canes are working it, but Logan Stankoven messed up that play. And everybody's got to tag up now as he dumps it in deep. Love that reaction. Passed is the best. I appreciate it. Uh-oh. We got a free puck here. Chatfield. D to D. Carolina's owning some pressure now, chat. Can they capitalize, though? We had 9 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. Down low. Jankowski. His fourth line going to work now. We got a lot of tired bodies in Montreal in their own zone. Robinson hands it off to Ehlers. Carolina made a change. Ehlers shot. That one's going to go over the net. Down in deep now. Uh-oh, we get a delayed penalty on Jakub Dobish. He just took an interference call, and now he's chirping with the Carolina player. That's a weak call. I don't know if I like that one, chat. I do not know if I like that one. He just had he got a little piece of that forward from Carolina. Okay. Thank you, Sportsnet. Let's show the 2-on-1 that Montreal didn't fucking capitalize on instead of showing the fucking penalty that we're going to have. Oh, I'm done. I'm not going to get any more mad. Wow, I thought Rasmus Dahlin was the problem, though. Do I actually like Pasta? I love Pasta, man. I love like these different sidekick guys. Is that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift at the Cavs game? What? What was I saying? I love Kraft Dinner. That is my by far and away favorite food of all time. If you guys are American, that's basically just mac and cheese. But I like creating Kraft Dinner with a shaker, the KD cheese shaker, and separate different noodles. Like, I buy these brand noodles from like the grocery store, and I just make Kraft Dinner out of them. Just had Kraft Dinner for dinner. It's so good, man. So good. So good. I had to wake up at 2 a.m. today because my neighbors were screaming. Why the hell are they screaming? What was going on? All right, let me down the rest of this drink, and I think it's time, chat, for another beer. You kids don't get that reference. It's from the first ever episode of Family Guy. I think it was when Peter went to a stag party. Not even a stag party. It was just like a group party where they were drinking. And he won. And they're like, what did you win? He was like, another beer. Those old Family Guy episodes are the best. No filter, no cancel culture, none of that BS. Just funny jokes. Hot sauce on Kraft Dinner? Hell no. Listen, I'm very, particular about my KD. I don't put ketchup on it, no hot sauce, no salt or pepper, just cheese and noodles. I don't mix it either. Like, some people are fucking nuts. They'll have, hot dogs and Kraft Dinner. That is the most banana shit I think I've ever heard in my life. No way, no how. I'm not mixing any other food with Kraft Dinner. If I'm having KD, I'm just having KD. Not having chicken nuggets on the side. I'm not having hot dogs on the side. Strictly Kraft Dinner. Is Taylor Swift actually at the game? She is, yes. Just original respect. Yeah, I'm honestly a plain guy. I don't put anything on my burgers or hot dogs either. Not big on sauce. All right, so the Canes are going to go ahead to the power play here. 8:40 remaining in the second. Hot dogs and Kraft Dinner. Nah. Get that out of here. I don't want to see that sacrilege near me, man. No way. Would you rather build a team around Hughes or McCarr? Probably Kale. It's close, though. It is close. Gossespear. Dina to Aho. Down low to Jarvis. Back to Aho on his half wall. And the Canes capitalize. Oh my. Svechnikov misses that one-timer. That was close. Gossespear. Over to Aho. Again, back to Jarvis. Under pressure, though. Matheson is all over him. He works it back to the blue line, though. Ghost. Takes a shot. Misses the net entirely. A shoot-first mentality can be good, but goddamn, I don't like the analytics in Carolina. They lean on it a little bit too heavily for my liking. Jarvis works it back to Ghost. Finding Aho. He's going to take his time. Aho back to Gossespear. Over to Jarvis. Montreal doing a good job so far. Aho just broke his stick. He's got to go off for a new one. We got 4-on-4 for a limited amount of time. Nope, he's back now. Aho. Down low to Svech. Give and go there. Back to your mom's Aho. We got 35 seconds remaining on the PK. Montreal kill it off. Gossespear is going to launch one. That misses the net. Aho picks it up again. Give and go. Back to Aho. They are working it out of Sebastian Aho in this power play. He is the focal point of this offense. Down low, Svech. Back to Ghost. He takes a shot. That misses the net. Aho in Gretzky's office now. Plays it back to Svechnikov. Trying to go backdoor tap in, but that puck is out of play and everybody's got to tag up. Comes out of the blue line now. Back to even strength. Only one shot on that power play by the Canes. Not the greatest power play of all time. They had puck possession time, but they cannot create too much chaos in front of the Jakub Dobish. Bolduc. Shot's going to go wide now. Dobson launching one from the blue line, missing the net with 6 minutes and 27 seconds remaining. Shots are 11-4, but we're all tied up at 1. Is it true Canadians love chicken fingers and fries? Fuck yeah. Dobson. Shot from the blue line. Oliver Kapanen swiping at it, but here come the Canes the other way. Logan Stankoven. Good defensive effort there by Bolduc. Best drink with KD, water. I'm a big water guy. We are now officially under 6 minutes remaining here in the second. Over the halfway point of this hockey game. And yet we are still tied up at 1. Canes trying to counterattack. Nikolai Ehlers. Can he grab that puck? He does. Sends it in deep to Stankoven. Logan Stankoven cycling it down low, but turning it over. And the Canes are going to have to regroup. Wait a minute. Strubble, the defenseman, hard on the forecheck right now. Causing some issues for the Carolina D. 5:25. Joined pretty late. Who scored? Oh, God. I don't remember the goal scorers yet. I actually don't know, Chad. I'll be honest. Slavkovsky handing it off to Suzuki. And this top line of Le Montreal get going again. They had a strong game number 1. Slav just got a stick absolutely slashed out of his hands. No call on the play, though. Carolina gets it down. That is going to be icing on the play. Now, Chad, I've watched hockey my entire life. I've played hockey my entire life. If the goalies do not put their arm up for icing, are the refs not calling it icing? Like, I've always seen that. And I've always known, like, goalies want to say, like, it's icing, icing, icing. But, like, what if they don't put it up? They're still going to call icing, right? There's no way they're just not going to call icing because the goalies don't put their arm up. I know it's been, like, a universal thing. Goalie's got some space. Caden Goalie. Oh, he tried to center that one. Can't believe Montreal has 4 shots on goal right now. If I'm Freddie Anderson, I'm fucking pissed. I want some shots. I don't want my save percentage to be like 500. Do I think Nick Suzuki's having a good game number 2? No. He was much better in game 1. Montreal as a whole haven't really got a lot off offensively. Like Carolina's playing good defensively now, and they're struggling. Montreal also, though, playing good on D. That's why we're tied right now. Been a pretty mid period. Yeah, period hasn't been too exciting. I think game 1, or period number 1 was a little bit more exciting than what we had. Oh my God! That was a corner shot from the Rockstar zone that hit the crossbar on Jakub Dobish. Thank God that did not go in. Carrier. Oh my God! Can't get it out. Who is American? Nobody. Nobody is American. Montreal's going to dump that puck in deep. DeAndre Miller rims it on the wall. That is a winger's worst nightmare. Stop rimming the puck! I understand it, though. You got defensemen pinching in. Oh, wait. Jankowski with a shot. Good save, Dobish. The wingers do not want a rim along the wall. It's just so much harder to pick up the puck rather than a pass. Montreal counterattacking the other way. Demidov. Ah, he dropped into nobody. It's a terrible drop back. Here comes Jankowski the other way. Stopping up, waiting for help. Hurls back away from Struble. Down low to Eric Robinson now. Fourth line of Carolina has been the best in this series for the Canes. But everybody's got to regroup. If you play hockey, what twig you rocking with? I have a Tracer, and I did use a Swift hockey stick, but it broke, so I'm probably going to buy a new stick heading into next season. Nikolai Ehlers! Oh my, Nikolai Ehlers! Esti de Tabernac! He's going to snipe that 1-5-hole on Jakub Dobish. Good move in the offensive zone. Spins away and just fired it on net. When you put the puck on net, good things happen. What is my number in hockey? 88. Game breaker, Nikolai Ehlers. Oh, Dobish. That is now back-to-back goals that you would like to have back. Cole Caulfield, soft play in the middle. And that one goes right between the legs of Jakub Dobish. Close your legs, you fucking whore! I don't like that goal by Dobish. I don't. I honestly do not like that goal. No screen on the ice. 5-hole. Carolina's out shooting the Canadiens 13-3 right now. And they now have a 1-goal lead. In your next hockey season, you should get the Twitch or Proto R. I want the new Bauer Vapor stick. What is the new Bauer Vapor one? Is it the Flylight? I know that came out in like 2025. They released the Flylight back in like 2017. And now they release a new one called the Flylight in 2025. Like, what are we doing here, Bauer? You can't come up with a brand new fucking name? Come on now. I probably will buy a new stick, though. Back to the blue line. Matheson with a shot. That one's going to miss the net. Montreal keeps it in, though. Stankoven. Can't flick it out. But Carolina, no. Do they get out? They have gotten out of their own zone. All that matters. Everybody's got to tag up once that puck exits the zone. It's the Flylight or the Fly Pro. Fly Pro? Yeah, probably like late this summer, I will most likely buy the newest Bauer Vapor stick. The Swift hockey stick that I bought just broke way too easily. Even though they like literally promote it saying, oh, these sticks are more durable than the regular hockey sticks. Svechnikov with a shot. Good save, Dobish. I'll probably just buy a Bauer one again. I've always been a big fan of Bauer hockey sticks, and honestly, Bauer as a whole as a company. Late offside. We got 90 seconds remaining here in the second. Carolina holding on to a 2-1 lead. They just struck there. Nikolai Ehlers, former Jet. Melatonin crying in his sleep right now. Being high as fuck on a Saturday night. You know that man's loaded. And Montreal is going to ice that puck. Do watch party for tomorrow's game? No, I got another plan for tomorrow, chat. I got a little bit of a different plan. Little bit of a different plan tomorrow. I will give you guys a sneak peek. I got something in store. I'm going to leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Favorite hockey stick brand? Definitely Bauer. I used to rock with the CCM Superfast. I like that stick, but nah, Bauer's the way to go. My all-time favorite hockey twig of all time is the Bauer. Oh, what was it called? Fuck. It was the Bauer Vapor. Dude, I actually cannot remember it. Okay, I'm searching it up. I can't remember it because I'm drunk, but it came out in like 2017, I think. It was the 1X Lite. Was it the 1X Lite? Bauer Vapor 1X Lite. I think it was the 1X Lite, chat. Yes, it was. The Bauer Vapor 1X Lite. That is my all-time favorite hockey stick ever. I absolutely loved that. I loved it so much that I bought it back in 2021 for a discounted price, and it was awesome. I love that stick. All-time favorite. The Bauer 1X Lite. So good. It came out in like 2017, I think. I had to bend over in 2K26. He got drafted to the Hornets. Nice! Oh, actually, never mind. Charlotte is a shit franchise. To be honest, I think Bend Over deserves a little bit better, chat. than the goddamn Charlotte Hornets. Dobish might as well start an OnlyFans if his legs are that wide. Mr. Saturday Night is not scorer merchant today. No, it's not the regular season. Playoffs are a different animal. And Caulfield's been mostly quiet. Mostly. Bend Over or P. Shorzy? You tell me. You tell me. And Carolina will probably win today's game, sadly. It's close, chat. I mean, Montreal's one shot away from tying it up. Sherwood has come a long way. I bought one. Nice. Might get a pulse for my B-Day. Yeah, I'll probably buy the new Bauer stick. That'll be the move. Does Colorado still stand a chance? That's a tough one. They're not out of it yet. They're not out of it yet, but I don't see them winning 4 out of 5 against Vegas. Like, you're already in the hole. You're now heading to Vegas for game number 3. It's going to be tough. As the Canadiens are offside. Tabernacle, Caulfield. No. You can't do that. 3-2 halves in OT. Have a beer. I'll have a beer too. What's up, bro? I'm a tad bit late. What's up, brother? I think with Makar, it could go 7, but I think Vegas in 5. I'll take Vegas in 6. I think Colorado will win 1 of the 2 in Vegas, and then they'll come back on home ice in game number 5 and win 1. That'll be my safe pick. Caulfield turning it over in the neutral zone. We have 45 seconds remaining here in the second. I'm having a lot of fun, but Montreal is down by 1 and only 5 shots almost through 2 periods. They are just not generating near enough offense. Carolina has shut it down defensively as I think Robinson goes down. Was it Robinson? No high stick on the play. No delayed penalty. He wanted one there. Montreal low-key got away with a penalty. Dobson's going to take his time. There's only 15 seconds remaining. Lane Hudson. He's going to take his time. I don't think Montreal wants to do anything. They just want to wind down the clock. Wait a minute. Nick Suzuki in. Oh, he fanned on it. Suzuki had a grade A breakaway to tie the game up, and the man couldn't even get a decent shot on goal. Oh, et la boo. Estira Tabarnak. Captain Suzuki. No. What happened there? There might have been a high stick that Texier got away with there, chat. As we are going to head into the third with the Canadiens Trailing by 1. Dobish is awesome. Dude, Nick Suzuki literally had a breakaway there, chat. That was his best chance in the entire game, and he didn't even get a shot on net. Let's see. Yep, that's a high stick by Noah Dobson. I think the Zebras missed that one. And Suzuki the other way, didn't even get a shot on net. Unbelievable. Texier takes a different penalty. He literally put a stick into the groin of Keandre Miller. And I think the Habs are going to be on the PK to start the third. Fuck, Texier. What are you doing? Smarten up, man. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. No pizza tonight for you, Suzuki. All right, chat. We are entering the second intermission, which means is Q&A time. Ask me anything. I'm going to chug a beer, and then I'll answer some questions. Oh, my God. Marty St. Louis is not off the ice yet. Does pass the duo F? No, I do not. It's kind of crazy how, like, OnlyFans is a thing. The girls can literally make millions of dollars doing nothing but just showing their body. Kind of insane. To be fair, if I was a woman, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I would be an absolute whore. I would. I'd be on OF. I'd be on every fucking site imaginable. I'd be getting that bag. You're having beer? Yes, I am having beer. What kind of beer are you drinking? The good kind, not Bud Light. That is the flag beer. Favorite player of all time? Definitely Connor McDavid. Not even close. McDavid is my all-time favorite player ever. I will go to war for Connor McDavid. Do I have a YouTube Emmy? What? No, I'm not even... Listen, I'm not even sniffing that level, chat. No. I will never win a Streamer of the Year award. Nothing of that sort. All I want is a 100K subscriber plaque, and I'll be fucking happy. That is what I want. Help your boy out. If you didn't already, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are actually so close to 43K, chat. We are moving up rapidly. We're going to hit 50K by the end of the year. That is my goal. Now, the offseason is going to be tough. Your boy doesn't get a lot of subs during July and August and September. Then we'll heat up near the end of the year and we'll make a push. That means I need all the subs right now. Is playing ice hockey outside much different than indoor rink? Yeah, it's definitely different. The ice is noticeably different. It's honestly not as good as an indoor hockey rink that's like regulated and everything like that. It's a lot more choppy. The puck bobbles a little bit more. It does make a difference. Is Linden pissed because the Habs are down by 1? Probably. Favorite player on the Pens? Got to be Crosby. Do you like Angry Orchard? Don't know what that means. How long has she been in your attic? Since 2001. His YouTube Emmy is the Buffalo Sabres YouTube channel. What? Besides Gretzky and McDavid, name another 2 of your favorite Oilers. I love Draisaitl, obviously. Bouchard, Nugent Hopkins. Ryan Smith. How could you go wrong with him? Guys like that. Do you know any hockey YouTubers personally? No. I don't watch any, like, hockey content on YouTube, chat. All the YouTubers that I watch do not make hockey content. Like, they make... Listen, I'll go down my subs list right now, and I'll tell you guys some of the guys that I'm, like, subscribed to. Low-key, recently, I've known of Joe Bartolozzi, but recently I've subscribed to his channel, and I've been watching a lot of his, like, reacts videos, where he, like, reacts to, like, videos about space and other deep shit like that. Been watching a lot of him lately. The only hockey YouTuber that I really, like, know of and follow is 2BC, but, like, that's been the case since, like, 2012, so... People that I'm subscribed to. Terrible Panda, TGG, The Wade Concept, The Weasel, Click Productions, he's a 2K guy, Goated, Hollow, Typical gamer. I'm subscribed to Nasher, but I'll be honest, I don't watch his content. I know he's a GOAT though, legend, OG in the hockey community. Nelk, Cypher PK, T Martin, Jev, Tim the Tapman, the Octobers, Chaos, Lenny Barn. Oh my god, I got a lot of people that I'm subscribed to, man. A lot more than I thought. Jimmy High Roller, Med, YNG, Nick A30, shout out to the GOAT. Mods! Burn his house down. Chat, what do y'all know about Patty Mayo? I remember in like 2017, 2018, I was big into Patty Mayo. He's the guy that did the fake bounty hunter videos. It literally, like, it was crazy. Those videos were nuts. That was my job. I'm doing my job right now. You've been mentioned in a Nasher video before, really? You should watch True Crew. I heard of him. He does a lot of content with Nasher, I think, right? Like he plays hockey and does like GoPro stuff like that. Refs paid off. Have you heard about Slapshot or Face Off? I have not, no. Probably most of the YouTubers that I'm subbed to, you guys don't watch. My demographic's a little bit different than what my interests are in. Nasher commented on one of your videos. He did. I did a career sim back in 2023. I can't believe, looking back on it now, I can't believe he commented on that. That video was fucking trash. Garbage, man. He was just a nice guy commenting on that. But that video was horrific. Horrible video. But he did comment on it, so it was cool. Back then I was like, oh my god. Do you think the Oilers got fleeced by the Pens for this trash man, Tristan Jarry? Thank you for the sub, brother. I don't know if they got fleeced because they traded away Brett Kulak and they're probably not going to re-sign Skinner. But they did get off of the Tristan Jarry contract, so. You sounded so depressed in that video. It's not, chat, it's not that I was depressed. It was one, I was way less talkative, and I was way more quiet than I am now. And I was also way less confident in speaking. I mean, that is early on in my YouTube career. Now I can speak fluently sometimes, but I can add some exaggeration to my speech. Back then, I'll be honest, I was just winging it. I was never a good speaker. So that's that. Also my mic, too. My mic was not great back then, so it made it a little bit more difficult. It was just the evolution, right? You're going to get better the longer you do something. So I've just improved over time, and I've gotten a lot better at speaking. Skinner and Perry need to go back to Edmonton. Fuck no, I don't want to see either of those guys back in Edmonton. Hell no. Corey Perry left for the bag. He could have re-signed for $1 million in Edmonton. Said no, $4 million in LA. Then got traded, obviously, to Tampa. Practice makes perfect. It's like any other thing in life. The more you do something, the better you are going to become at it. The better you are going to get at it. There we go. It's literally like anything, chat. I've been doing 100 push-ups every single day now for a while. And you get progressively better and better and better. Well, you can take that to any aspect of life. You're going to improve the more you do something. It's honestly like the easiest advice I could give for whatever success you're searching for. If you want to get better at a certain aspect or a certain thing in life, just do it more. Do it more often and you're going to improve. Yeah, doing a great job as a speaker. Is that like sarcasm? If it is, I'll fucking find you. Wise words from Unk. Yeah, we're getting close, chat. At 50K, it's an age reveal. I'll give you guys my B-Day. 50K, we're like 7,000 subs away. If you didn't already, hit that sub button. Old man Perry stealing money. I don't understand it. Corey Perry has made millions throughout his NHL career, yet took $4 million to go to the LA Kings instead of $1 million from Edmonton. Feels like yesterday when it was game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Dude, it feels like a year ago that Edmonton was in the 2024 Stanley Cup Finals. It doesn't feel that long ago. Once you grow up and hit like 18, 19 years old, time changes. It really does. I remember when I used to go to high school, how long a day would feel, how long an hour would feel sitting in a classroom just dreading my life. And now an hour is literally nothing. I actually don't have enough time in the day to watch TV shows or movies. Like, I don't watch any movies, rarely ever. Like, once in a blue moon, I'll turn on a movie. And I definitely don't have any time for a TV show. It's so crazy, chat. Once you grow up, you'll understand what I'm saying. Time, it moves by quickly once you get older. Because you're doing the same repetitive things over and over again. But that's weird because I was doing the same thing when I was going through school. For like 9 months of the year, I was in school every day, 5 days a week. But it felt long back then. Now it doesn't. Well, the 24 Edmonton Oilers Florida Cup Final was a year ago. No, it was 2 years ago. It was 2024. It was literally 2 years ago, which is nuts. The fact that 2024 is 2 years ago, it doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't. The beer's hitting him. Oh, the beer's already hit me, dude. I'm gone. I wouldn't say I'm like 10 out of 10 drunk. I'm not Jim Leahy drunk, but I'm buzzed. Used to be a big TV guy. Now I usually only watch movies. That's what I'm trying to get into is I'm like writing down a list of movies that I want to watch because they're a lot easier than TV shows, right? Because it's like an hour and a half, maybe 2.5 hours at the most, and then you're done. I don't watch really any movies, though. Any media like that, I usually just watch YouTube. Like if I'm editing a video, I'll throw YouTube up on my TV and have that on in the background while I'm editing a video. You think the Pens will miss the postseason next year? Probably, yeah. Are you going to watch backroom movies? What does that mean? He's 6 out of 10 drunk? I'm 36. Time flies. Oh, time flies so fast, man. It's actually crazy. That's why I've learned more that you got to live in the moment because you're going to look back on the time that you're in right now with nostalgia. Nostalgia is the most addictive, hardest drug of all time. It's actually nuts. Like 2024 now is kind of nostalgic for me, which is asinine to say. And now, right now, I'm going to look back a few years from now at this moment in time and be like, wow, I remember that. That was a good time. So just try your best to live in the moment because we only do get one life. We got to enjoy it. We got to make the most out of it. Listen to music at all. I'm a lot more into music now than I was like 10 years ago. But the only time I do listen to music is if I'm gaming with the boys in a Discord call and we have Flavibot going, or I'm driving, or at the gym. Those are like the 3 times that I listen to music. Outside of that, I don't. 2024 being nostalgic is nuts. I know, but it is. It's 2 years ago, man. 2 years ago. It's crazy. It feels like yesterday. Time doesn't really make sense to me anymore. Holy tap session? You mean yap session? Yeah. I'm yapping for sure. Drink one for me, brother. I'm still drinking, chat. Contrary to popular belief. Actually, this is a perfect time for me to go take a piss break. I'll be back in 30 seconds. I want to get that third period with an empty bladder. All right, your boy's back. I didn't take too long there, huh, chat? You should watch The Office. I don't think I will, honestly. I don't think I'll ever get into that. Too many beers to make a piss turn green. This is fucking AI rebroadcasting the game. No, it's not, Trash Panda. You're just a complete and total fucking idiot. Sorry. Listen, the filter's gone now, chat. There's no filter on me. Carolina cheating. How are they cheating? You think Gino is retiring? No, I do not. Drinking passes the time quicker. It kind of does, honestly. It kind of does. Can't wait for the have-nots to lose. They belong in the basement, and they will return to it soon. No, they won't. Listen, the Habs have one of the brightest futures in the entire NHL. What are you saying they're going to return to the basement? No, they're not. They've already completed the rebuild. They got like a 5-6 year window to win a Stanley Cup. They're so young, and they got most of their young guys locked up already. Get out of here. Tell me you don't know hockey. You know nothing about puck. Who do I want to win the cup? Honestly, Le Tabernacs. Les Habitants. Canadiens. Ho ho ho. Refs are screwing the Canes, which is good. I don't know if they're screwing the Canes in game 2. There was one penalty in game 1. It was the Aho one where they got called for roughing, I think. Where it was just a clean hit. And for some reason, they decided to take him to the penalty box. I don't think they're rigging it, though, for either team. I don't believe in that, chat. I really don't. Demidov's the only guy that isn't locked up. He will be locked up, though. Yeah, he's the only guy. Slavkovsky, Suzuki, Caulfield, Hudson. What is Dobish's contract? He'll get an extension. But yeah, all their young guys are locked up, man. They're literally set. They're going to contend for a long time. Yeah, fuck that penalty. That was bad. That was really, really bad. Look at this dumbass Trash Panda games. Honestly, your name fits you well, bud. Fucking loser. Oh, I'm getting a little aggressive. I'm getting aggressive. Do you like Sebastian? Your mom's a hoe? No. Montreal plays dirty AF. What? Listen, I've been doing a lot of Montreal watch parties. I would not say they play dirty. A quick whistle screwed us in Game 7. It was a whistle, though. Sometimes that's how hockey goes. How many beers do you down a day? I honestly don't drink at all, chat. Like, outside of, like, when I drink on live stream, I really don't drink. Once I started doing, like, the drinking live streams, it made me stop drinking alone. Because I'm like, why would I do this when I could just get on live and drink instead? I'm going to down the rest of this, and we're going to continue chugging. I should down more beers? That's exactly what I'm doing. We are now on to beer number 10. Kings play dirty. Kings play boring hockey. And they deserve to be a first-round playoff exit. Have you ever played AAA? Yes. I've played AAA, A, B, Junior B. Yeah, that's pretty much. AA, played that too. How drunk do you think you'll get? I mean, who knows? I mean, Justo donated a bunch. I think I got one more until I'm caught up on his donos. It's $5. If you donate a $5 super chat or more, that means I got to down a drink. That is the way she goes. Love your commentary. Thanks for this. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I love the kind words. I think the third period is about to begin. Jets are the best team in Canada. Who's going to tell them? Who's going to tell them? The Jets. The fucking Jets. Get out of here. Get out of here. I want curly fries so much right now. Honestly, they sound pretty good. Islanders pre-Schaefer was so hard to watch. Yeah, Schaefer has brought that, like, dynamic level of play. He's so exciting to watch. He can just make something happen out of nothing. I'm really interested to see how he does in the second year, though. Teams are going to start, like, game planning and scouting for him now. They're going to play him tighter. A lot of times you see sophomore struggles. We'll see what happens with him. Montreal has, like, 2 playoff runs this decade. Yep. Playing Chell right now in my expansion franchise. I'm currently in the first round, up 2-1 on Tampa. Nice, dude. Have fun. Carolina has a full 2 minutes to work with here because of that Texier penalty, I believe, after the buzzer sounded in the second period. So Carolina can go up 3-1 here. Spear is going to drop it off to Ehlers. Oh, bad turnover there. Tabernac. No, Ehlers. You can't do that, laddie. 1939, 1938, 1937. Spear ripping one. Good save, Jakob Dobisch. Can Carolina clear it? No, they can't. Or can Montreal clear it? My bad. Listen, give me a little bit of leeway here, chat. Your boy is 9 beers deep. Ehlers finding Aho. Aho in the middle. Good save there, Dobisch. Jarvis is going to pick it up. If I was a Canes fan, I would want to see a goal right now in the power play. Solidify this game. Go up 3-1. Get that extra insurance marker that you need. Aho. Download to Jarvis. Back to Aho in the half wall. He's looking. Doesn't know what he wants to do with it yet. Aho. Below the goal line. Searching. Trying to go backdoor. How did that not go in? Seth Jarvis had a wide open net to shoot at, and he could not bury it. I thought that was a good goal. Damn. Canes are buzzing, though. This is not what you wanted to see. Montreal, Alexander Texier, you can't make that play, man. You can't give Carolina any momentum. Gostisbehere over to Jarvis. Getting hounded by Jake Evans. Yellow Svechnikov. Back to Ehlers at the blue line. He fires one on net. Rebound. Good save, Dobisch. And then Montreal will clear that puck down the length of the ice. Et la boo. Can I just travel to Game 7 already? That would be crazy, though. Montreal playing 3 consecutive Game 7s in a row. They would be so gassed entering the Cup Finals if they won that. Stankoven on the turnover. Good defensive play by the Habs. They're breaking out now. 3-on-2. Anderson in the offensive zone is forced to just put it in deep. Good defending by the Canes. Stankoven hands it off there. They're going to dump it in. Winnipeg Jets are better than the Oilers. Get the fuck out of here, buddy. Winnipeg's literally irrelevant. Like, nobody talks about Winnipeg. Nobody cares about Winnipeg. One of the worst teams in the NHL this season. Couldn't even make the conference finals after winning the President's Trophy. Totally and utterly irrelevant. Blake now. Working it back to Slavin at the blue line. He puts it in deep. Stahl in after it now. Jordan Stahl. He's got Lane Hudson all over him. The much smaller Lane Hudson. Can't take the puck away from him, but Texier intercepts that. And Slavkovsky dumps that puck in deep. One of the worst cities, too? Yeah. Call me brother again. I'm going to send you to a Paul tattoo. Should I get my name tattooed on me, Chad? Paul on my leg, something like that. Suzuki drops it back to Strubble. He's going to pinch in and play some offense here. Send it down deep, Strubble. Fucking hell, buddy. Just cycle that puck. You don't need to do too much. Slavkovsky now. Protecting it on the outside. Uri. Under attack right now by Slavin. Centering that loose puck. Montreal cannot capitalize. Canes are going to head the other way. But that is icing on Carolina. We get some offense, Montreal. They've really struggled here in Game 2 to generate any sort of offense. Montreal, or Carolina, has really tightened it up defensively. Lock in Montreal. What is my favorite NHL team? The Oilers. Time for me to take a drink. My throat is going to be so sore tomorrow, chat. It usually goes away, though. Like last game, Game 1, near the end of the game, my throat was killing me. But then it just goes away by the time I wake up. It's weird. Even though I like talk a lot, and I've been doing this consistently since like 2023, my vocal cords are not, they're not really like equipped to deal with all this yapping. We have 15:55 remaining. Take a sip. Yes, sir. Svechnikov. Nice pass. Cross ice to Jarvis. Hands it back to Gostisbehere. That one's going to miss the net. I thought Jarvis should have shot that puck, though. I would have liked to see Jarvis take that one hard to the net. Fuck that Canadiens analytical style of hockey. I don't agree with it. Oh! Good save, Dobesh. Dobson's going to clear it. Cheering for Montreal? Me too. Winnipeg is better than the Oilers, and it's not close. You're literally, like, complete opposite. What does Winnipeg have beat on Edmonton? Cups, 5-0. This season, not even close. Last season, didn't make the conference finals. Winnipeg is like one of the most irrelevant franchises ever. Newhook now in the offensive zone. Can't get a shot, though. Carolina's done a massive, massive improvement defensively. They've not given up much. Not at all. Thank you for the sub, brother. I appreciate it. Goaltending, defense, bro. Bro, your defense was horrific. There's a reason why you finished like bottom 7 in the NHL. And your goaltending sucked too. Hellebuck had under a 900 save percentage. Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit-ass rage baiting. I'm not even falling for it. Winnipeg ain't better at anything than Edmonton. Carrier. DDD to Cooley. Shot! That one's going to go wide. Newhook centers it. Shot! Good save there by Frederick Anderson. With 14:28 left to play. What was my position? I play defense, but I'm center now. Like, in men's league and stuff like that, I play center. And I can fucking skate too, chat. Best shape of my life this year. I played hockey 3 times a week the entirety of the winter. Montreal and Carolina aren't worrying about each other. What? What a save by Freddie Anderson there. He was kind of all over the place, but he managed to make that stop. He did. Edmonton had their cup window slammed shut. No, they did. McDavid and Draisaitl are not even 30 yet, dude. What? What do you just slam shut my ass? Get the fuck out of here. You don't know hockey. The rage bait sucks. We have 14:15 remaining in the third. McDavid is going to have... Oh, here we go. 2-on-1 the other way. Josh Anderson. He couldn't center that puck. Could not center that puck. Davo's 29. I know he is. McDavid and Dry have another 7-8 years of contending in them. Easily. Easily, dude. McDavid has a decade. Literally a decade. I'm not worried at all. Connor McDavid, mark my words, chat. You can come back to me, whatever, at the end of his career. He will have his day. He will have his day. Oh, Cole Caulfield, why are you deking in your own zone? You're turning the puck over. Montreal has 6 shots at 13:30 remaining in the third. That is their biggest issue. They are not generating near enough offense. Carolina's tightened it up defensively, and they don't have any answer right now. No counterattack, no answer for it. They're in their own zone again. So... 13:05. Stretch pass is not going to get through. Carolina's going to counterattack. Good shot there. But a good save by Jakub Dobish. Oil needs a guy like Patrick Waugh. Brother, Patrick Waugh. You give me fucking... Who are we talking about? Who's the most mid goalie of all time? You put him on Edmonton, guarantee a Stanley Cup. If we had Jakub Dobish, we'd be going all the way. Just give me a very good goaltender that is consistent. Do you know that I play AAA? Respectfully, how would I know? I'm watching hockey my whole life. Edmonton is done with their cup. I don't get the fuck out of here. How are they done? Explain to me how they're done, please. Montreal will be back in the basement, brother. Respectfully, you haven't been watching your whole life, unless you're like 9 years old. Montreal 1 is at the beginning of their cup window, and 2, Edmonton has not shut their cup window either. You just disqualified everything you've ever said by saying Montreal will be back at the basement. What the fuck does that mean? Have you seen their roster and the ages of their core players? They're all young. They're not... This is literally like year number 1 of their cup window. Literally year 1. They got their young guys locked up outside of Demidov. Everybody else is signed on good contracts that are going to age very well. They're going to contend for a long time. I would almost guarantee a Montreal Cup victory within the next, 8 years. I would be really shocked if they did not win a Stanley Cup. Montreal going to win. Canes fan, whine. What is the team with the oldest NHL players this season? I think Colorado might have been the oldest team. I don't know. Used to be Pittsburgh, but they got a little bit younger. Habs have the most cups in history. I don't care. Listen, how many cups have they won in the original 6 era? I think we got to completely disregard any cup victory with 6 teams in the NHL. So, they just don't hold as much weight as the rest of the Stanley Cup victories. Canes fans are terrible. They left last game before it was over. I mean, Montreal did that in Game 6. Every team's going to do that. Oh, my God. Shot! What a save by Jakob Dobish on Seth Jarvis from damn near the Rockstar zone. That just kept this game alive. If Carolina goes up 3-1, it's over. I don't think Montreal comes back down 3-1. Jakob Dobish, highlight reel. Here comes Jarvis, trying to make a play on the defenseman. That is Carrier. Good defensive play, though. Carrier's not biting on that. Edmonton needs a coach like Patrick Waugh. Nah. Patrick Waugh is not a good head coach, Chad. He's not. Not at the NHL level. I think Bruce Cassidy would be good. Dobish won't work out. He's already worked out, you fucking lug nut. This is who I'm arguing with, Chad. I'm literally arguing with an idiot. Freddie Anderson's going to glove that one down. Dobish won't work out. He already has. They're in the conference finals, dumbass. And he's played outstanding in back-to-back games. This is what I mean. I'm arguing with illiterate idiots. Guys that just want to rage bait, that don't know what they're talking about, that can't have an actual literate conversation about the sport of hockey. That's just an asinine comment. It really is. Dobish won't work out. All right, bud. All right. Tell me you haven't watched a single second of the Montreal Canadiens playoff run so far. Lane Hudson in tight. He's going to sky that one high, and it's out of play. Dobish only allowed 2 goals, but they were fluky. Dobish has already worked out, Chad. He's a rookie, and he stole 2 Game 7 victories as a rookie. McDavid is gone by next year to Winnipeg. Winnipeg! Can you imagine Connor McDavid going to that fucking trash-ass city that is Winnipeg? Not in a million years. In your dreams, bud. Can you imagine McDavid to the Jets? Yeah, let's go join a rebuilding team that is literally stuck and is going nowhere. Suzuki off the Caulfield. Oh my, Noah Dobson. He joined the rush and almost had a game-tying goal. His top line's got to get to work now. Nick Suzuki in the slot takes a shot, and Freddie Anderson is going to cover it up. Beauty of watch parties. We get retards in the chat. Whoa, lose Twitch. Whoa. Calm down. Calm down. Dobish will end up exactly without a cup. You're an idiot, dude. You're actually dumb. I know you're just rage baiting, but I honestly think the biggest bitches online are the ones that just rage bait just to rage bait. We've created this slogan and this notion that rage baiting, oh, you can just call anything rage bait at this point. You can just say stupid shit and be like, oh, I was just rage baiting you, bro. It just allows people to say dumb things and get away with it without being called out for it. Brother, you're mixing up Jarry and Matt Murray. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Obviously. He doesn't even know who he's talking about either. Nick Suzuki. Oh, that is not Nick Suzuki, you dumbass. Oliver Kapanen's taking faceoffs in the offensive zone. Montreal's desperate now, chat. The shots are 19-7. They just took away a Habs shot. They got to find a way to generate some offense here. Hudson trying to find Bolduc, rushing to the net. Oh, my God. Pardon me, chat. But is the beer coming up now? As Philippe Deneau is going to turn that over. Got a spare on the counterattack. Robinson's got some space. That one's going to miss the net. It is out of play. Winnipeg to have a Stanley Cup before Edmonton in the next 5 years. Winnipeg doesn't have a Stanley Cup in franchise history, you buffoon. It's 5-0. 5-zip. Winnipeg has never won a Stanley Cup in franchise history. What are you talking about? You guys are at 0% for cups in franchise history. We have 10:45 remaining in the third. The rage bait is starting to begin here in this third period. I'm waiting for Montreal to push, but they're not getting zone time as Freddie Anderson covers it up. Just ban the rage baiter from the stream. That's what they want, though. I've understood and have come to realize that is what they want. They want attention. They want to get banned. I'm not giving them what they want. Fuck that. They can suck a fat old cock. I don't care. I'm not giving them what they want anymore. In prior years, I would have just banned them, and that is exactly what they want. I'm good. I'm okay. You guys can talk whatever bullshit you want to talk in the chat. It don't affect me. You want to act like an idiot? Go for it. Not my type. Dobson now. Shot from the blue line's going to go wide. DeAndre Miller will flick that puck out. It's been, honestly, a pretty sluggish third period so far. I mean, Carolina hasn't done too much offensively, but same goes for the Habs. They have 7 shots. Horrible turnover, Kirby Dach. Blake the other way. Good play there by Philippe Deneau. Intercept that one. Shots are 19-7 with 10:05 remaining. You're not going to win a hockey game having 7 shots on net, Montreal. It is just not going to happen. You guys are going to have to find a way to generate some offense. Stankoven on his half wall now, walking out, drops it back. Sean Walker with a shot. I believe Dobish made the stop there. Sean Walker again. Good block shot by Texier. Go! Josh Anderson. Anderson's got to be dead tired. That dude is not moving his feet right now. I don't know why people try to rage bait you. They want attention. I mean, it's the easiest thing, right? You try to make the streamer mad. You'd be like, oh, I got you there. Good save, Dobish. You just must not have a lot going on if you're going into a YouTube live stream and trying to rage bait the streamer. You must be pretty fucking bored with your life. Newhook now is in the offensive zone, cycling it down low. Jake Evans works it back to Strubble at the blue line. Takes a shot that gets blocked. Where's the puck at? That puck is out of play. This is AI. This is a looping live stream, guys. Oh, there's actual, literal NPCs that walk in here in chat. There's literal NPCs. Is this the real game? It looks like a video game graphics. So it's AI, but is it accurate? Chat, it's not fucking AI. Oh, man. I feel bad for the people that can't figure it out. I really do. It's got to mean you either are 9 years old or your brain is not fully developed. There is no in between. There is no in between. It's not even rage bait. It's just saying some BS and calling it rage bait. That's what I hate. It's like anything you can fall back on. You can be like, oh, it's just rage bait, bro. I'm just rage baiting. It literally gives people the ability to say just sacrilegious things. You can just say whatever you want and be like, oh, no, that's rage bait, bro. Buddy, you've got an extra chromosome, buddy. Well, you put buddy twice in the same sentence, so I'm leaning towards you who are the one with the extra chromosome. I wouldn't put buddy in twice in the same sentence, so clearly I'm a little bit fucking brighter than you. I hate when they spam. Yeah, me too. I just ban them, literally. If anybody spams mods, give them 24. I don't care. I'm trying to read the chat, and that's the biggest detriment when I try to read the chat. I use micro condoms. Maybe your mother should have used... Okay, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. Listen, I was close to saying something fucking off the wall, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean. Host is rude AF. I'm out. Thanks. All right, see you, bud. Bro thought he did something there. Ban the guy that likes the Canes. I'm not banning somebody because they like the Hurricanes. Any fan is welcome. All right, we get 8 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the third. And the Montreal Canadiens are trying to push. They're down by 1. They're getting outshot 20-7. And here comes Carolina. Jordan Staal working it in. Jankowski. That's Martin Hook putting in deep. Staal trying to move it over to Nikolai Ehlers. I still can't believe that Nikolai Ehlers signed, like, oh my God, in the slot, Jankowski missed the net entirely. What was I saying? Right, Ehlers. I cannot believe that man signed like a $7 million extension and he's playing third line minutes in the playoffs. I would be pissed. Although you're still making the same amount of money. Obviously, you want to play in the top 6, though, especially a guy like Ehlers, who's been in the NHL for a while, had a few good seasons in a row. Your dad should have pulled out. Your mom should have swallowed. Shut the fuck up. Dobish is going at it with Jankowski right now. That is the edge that I like to see from Jakub Dobish. I like when he starts shit-talking the other team. He did it against Tampa. Did it against the Boston. Or not Boston, Buffalo, my bad. He's done it both times. And he's coming out ahead. Come out ahead. There we go. Not a lot of time remaining. 7:30 left here in the third. As that puck is going to get deflected out of play. Shut it, Frenchie. Who you voting for? I want Le Montreal to win. I don't like Canes fans. Why? What's wrong? What is wrong with Carolina fans? Like, really? There's not that many of them. They can't be that obnoxious. We need to know who you're voting for in the next election. Bro, that's literally many years away. It's in 2028. Actually, it's only 2 years. Canada had their election in 24, right? Yeah. So we'll have it again back in 2028. I don't even know who's going to run. Like, maybe Pierre will run again. Who knows? But Mark Carney got in last time. We'll see what happens. He says he doesn't know. I don't know. Okay, Josh Anderson. Oh, he just bobbled the puck, man. Oh my God, it's in! Hey, Labu! Josh Anderson creates something out of nothing, and Freddie Anderson sucks cock. We got ourselves a tie game. 2 goals on 8 shots, and it is Le Josh Anderson. Broken play in front of the net after Josh Anderson was chopping onions. I don't even know how that puck went in. I got to see the replay. There was just bodies in front of the net there, man. Let's see. Anderson heads the other way. He tries to walk in and just loses the puck on a stick handle. The puck is just like bobbling around there. And then somehow, oh my God, Anderson just taps it home. Just taps it home 5-hole. The puck was just free there in the slot. Anderson gets a piece of it. And he buries that one in the back of the net. Wow. We got ourselves a tie game. Josh Anderson, 5th of the postseason. The Canes have allowed 8 shots on goal, and 2 of them have gone in. Say rip to Frederik Andersen's save percentage. Because it's gone, chat. It is gone. Wow. It was on somebody's skate there, and then I don't even know how Anderson got a piece of that. He somehow got a stick on it, and it went 5-hole on Freddie. Dude, it is the same story year after year with Carolina. Chatfield now at the blue line. Overtime, maybe. Maybe. We might have overtime in this series. We only had it once in the Buffalo one, and that was in Game 7. Montreal's got some momentum. Suzuki drops it off to Matheson. That one's going to miss the net. I'll be honest, it does kind of feel like Montreal's a team of destiny. I can't lie. There's something about this Habs squad It seems like spiritual. A lot of things going right in their favor. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, that's a bad breakout feed. Hall on the counterattack. Trying to go short side. Dobish with a good stop there. Matheson. D to Dobson now. We got under 6 minutes remaining in the third. And we are all tied up at 2 now. We waited a long time between goals 3 and 4, but we're finally tied. It was Josh Anderson. Quiet in that Buffalo series, but has come alive here against the Canes. Rip Freddie Anderson save percentage. Dude, it was a 950. It's already down to a 932. It's going to be even lower entering game 3. Montreal has 2 goals on 10 shots as that puck is deflected. Out of play. You're only an Oilers fan because of Diddy? Diddy's not even funny anymore, chat. It's literally like 2 years ago now. You guys recycle the same exact jokes. As we have a commercial break. How is Rick holding up? Got too cocky, yeah. I warned you a year ago. You're right. You are right. Weird to think Diddy was 2 years ago. Yeah. I mean, it's fucked, Chad. The time doesn't stop for nobody. Literally nobody. Time continues to move, and time will always move, and it will never stop. It is a weird thing to experience. I was the guy who knew the plans about Florida. How do you know, though? Like, I don't understand. We thought you were one of our friends, but clearly you're not. I'm not Dill, by the way. Oh, we know you're not Dill. But that just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know how you knew any of that. Because, like, there was only 3 people, including me, that knew about it. It was me, Ricky, and Dylan. And yet somehow this guy in the chat knew. Weird, eh? Your mom told me to say hi to you. This is like a 9-year-old typing to this, or typing this to me, by the way. When you put that in perspective, it doesn't hold a lot of weight. I was alive when you were in your dad's nutsack, bud. Have fun. Should have swallowed. Bum. Offense, Habs. They're starting to gain some momentum here in the third. People are just watching NHL 26 and listening to the game in the background. Yeah, I mean, I've been told I got decent commentary. I love the center bell. Chat is crazy. Chat is very crazy. The more people we get in chat, the more assholes we're getting as well, chat. You gotta understand that, right? More people that are in the live stream, the more percentage of that live that are just trying to mess around, F around and find out. You're 40 on a live stream drinking beers in your dad's basement. Yeah, I'm earning money. What are you doing? You're watching said live stream, so does that make you an even bigger loser? Fuck out here, you bum. You're watching my stream, you fan. Listen, it's harder to rage bait me when I'm sober, but when I'm 9 beers deep, I'll give it to anybody. I don't care. It don't matter. Just call the game, please. Call the game? I'm calling the game. That's what I'm doing. Don't tell me what to do. Why are you so mad today, bro? I'm not actually mad. I'm actually really enjoying my time right now. It has been a fun live stream so far, as we have 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Montreal will score. They'll tie the game up. Do we have overtime, chat? Yes or no? Under 5 minutes remaining. Shane Gostisbehere flutters that puck at the blue line. We'll see if the Cavs, oh my God. We'll see if the Habs can counterattack. Jake Evans into the offensive zone. Over to Newhook. Is it in? No! What a save by Frederik Andersen. Newhook almost had another game-winning goal. Oh, Demidov, get a stick on it, brother. You were wide open in front of the net. You could have buried that one. That was so close. No overtime. Habs winning. Habs seemingly are going to get another goal within 4 minutes and 15 seconds. That's a bad breakout feed. Slavin's going to counterattack. Centers it. Going to go wide, though. Shots are 22-11 right now. With 4 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in this third period. Oh my God, in the slot! Jordan Staal tried to go 5-hole yet again. And I'll be honest, he almost beat Dobish. The puck's going to get out of the zone, though. Carolina's got to regroup. There's only one asshole, and that's you. Sure, brother, whatever. Josh Anderson, he's first on that forecheck now. Carolina does a good job breaking it out. Logan Stankoven, chip and chase hockey now. Would be proud to call you a friend. I appreciate it, brother. Listen, I don't have any insecurities. I know I'm a nice guy. And I'm very comfortable in my own skin. Caulfield's got to get going. Nice pass over to Slavkovsky. Uri centers it. Nobody's there, though. Uh-oh. Suzuki trying to work it back to the blue line. Struggle with a shot. That gets blocked. Are you doing a watch party for Game 3 Vegas, Colorado? No, I'll be doing Game 3 of Habs against Carolina. We're just focusing on this series right now. And whoever makes the Cup Finals, we will be doing watch parties for them. Do not worry, do not fear. Zachary Bolduc is here. Montreal dumps it in. Bolduc is first on that puck. Good forecheck there by the Canadiens, but Carolina gets out. Ehlers pounds it in deep. We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the third, as we are all tied up at 2. Carolina is starting to feel the pressure now. They were up 2-1. They had the lead for a while. Good save, Dobish. But now it is all tied up at 2. Martin Hook battling in the corner right now. He's got it down low. Works it back to the blue line. Chatfield shot. That gets deflected out of play. Rick being too cocky and too good for the bench warmers is hilarious, knowing that he's the worst guy on that squad. Oh, you guys are still ripping in the Rick, huh? I shit my pants? Me too. I'm not going to lie. I can't remember the last time I shit my pants. I had to have been like 5 years old. I was pretty young. Finals, Vegas versus Montreal. No matter who makes it to the Stanley Cup Finals, chat, we're going to be doing watch parties. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you have the notifications on. Whether it be the Habs, whether it be the Canes. Oh my God, Texier. Nope, that puck is deflected out of play. Carolina is ready to win. Seemingly not, considering they gave up a 1-goal lead. Are you drunk? I'm definitely buzzed. I'm feeling it. I'm not the drunkest I've ever been, but I'm not sober. I know that. I appreciate you live streaming the series. Much more fun. I have a lot of fun doing these watch parties. I get to watch playoff hockey and interact with you guys. It's a lot of fun. It's like I'm not alone watching the hockey games. Like I have a bunch of people in the chat that I can bounce off of during the game. It's really fun. Especially when I drink, I get a little bit crazy. 1:45 remaining. We're still at a standstill 2-2 tie. Canes are going to counterattack. Stopping up in the offensive zone, centering it. Robinson takes a short side shot. Dobish is going to deflect that one to the corner, though. This fourth line of Carolina has been outstanding so far. We get a $1.25. We're in the end game now, boys. We are in the end game now. Next goal wins territory. Shot from the blue line. That gets blocked, I believe, and it's out of the zone. Rick is probably molding in his basement, thinking he's good at shell. Oh, my God. Final minute remaining here in the third, chat. We might actually have some overtime. Carrier is going to dump that puck in deep. Freddie Anderson out to play it now. We are only in game number 2. Newhook dumps it in deep. 40 seconds to go. And the Canes get out. No, they don't. Montreal's going to keep that in. The Canadiens. And they get a late game winning goal. A heartbreaker it would be. Demidov has it. No options though. Ivan Demidov hurling back to Jake Evans. Use your blue line. There we go. Back to Carrier. That shot is going to get blocked, though, unfortunately. Jake Evans entering the offensive zone. Tries to take a shot himself that gets blocked. Yeah, either team right now is not allowing much defensively. They're blocking everything. They're getting in front of shots. And they're just tightening it up defensively. Suzuki on the attack. He's kind of going to try to get something going, but he can't. As in game number 2, we are going to head to overtime at a 2-2 tie. How are we feeling, chat? We are headed to sudden death overtime between the Canadiens and the Carolina Hurricanes. Go Habs, go. It's our year. All right, chat. We're going to have an intermission again, and then we will have overtime. This is also bloody fast. Yeah, I vividly remember Game 7, Dallas, Colorado last year. I was in Rick's garage, and I was loaded out of my mind, and the game just seemed so fast to me. It was moving way too fast. All of a sudden, Colorado was up 3-zip, and then it was a tie game before I knew it. Like, I couldn't even, imagine it in my mind. It was just, it was too fast. Like, when you get drunk, it's hard to watch hockey. It really is. Even for a guy that watched hockey his entire lifetime, it was difficult. Overtime is coming. Prepare for a Canes victory. Maybe. Carolina's done not much in this third. Let's be honest. That third period was kind of a stinker. Kind of was. Demidov's name is Ivan Demidov. They were up 2-0. Weren't they up 3-0 too? Or was it just 2-zip? Maybe it was 2-0. My bad. I thought it was 3-0 though. I can't remember. I had friends at the game. Pissed I didn't go. You should have went, brother. It would have been a ton of fun. Would have been so much fun. If Montreal is going to be lit. Oh, dude, the Bell Center in the conference finals in Game 3 is going to be nuts. Absolutely nuts. It will be crazy. No doubt about it. All right, chat, we're in intermission again, so ask me anything. It is Q&A time. Ask a question, and I will answer. It is called Common Courtesy. Rantanen tied it 2-2. 2 goals. Wyatt Johnston had the game winner. Right, and then Rantanen had the empty netter for the hat trick, I believe. That's what I mean. I don't really remember that game, chat. I remember being in Ricky's garage and just being out of my mind drunk. I'd go outside and piss behind his barn. And just, actually, speaking of piss, I gotta go take one. We'll be back in 30. Count it up, chat. How long will I piss? Count it up. During a regular game, I can pretty much hold my piss for the entire 3 periods. But when I'm drinking, it's not easy. Election was about a year ago, over a year ago now. Ugh. Snacks after you wash your hands? Once the French debate was delayed for a Habs game. Et la boue. All right, we got sudden death overtime. That's going to be a lot of fun. You're around a minute and 20 seconds. Stop drinking. Why would I stop drinking? I'm having fun, dude. It's a Saturday night. I ain't got shit to do. Is there an NHL version of Final Fantasy? I don't think so. I'm not that informed on what Final Fantasy is. Even though it's a tie game, I'm still pissed. When are you not pissed, Lyndon? You're always pissed, buddy. You got to look on the bright side. You got to live your life with some more happiness. Some good vibes, good moods. You got to be stop being down so much. Is Yuri Slafkovsky cooking? No. He's been invisible all game. Tonight you're rambling? Yeah, that's kind of what I do. It's called a live stream. I'm literally getting paid to yap and ramble. That is exactly what I'm doing. I ain't fucking leaving. I'll throw 50 on red if Habs score OT. I'm going to hold you to that. Does Texier get a penalty when the period literally ends? Because he speared Buddy in the nuts with his hockey stick. That's why. You can't do that. Regardless if the period is over or not. You can't do that. Who do I think is winning? It's anybody's game. We're in overtime. One shot could change the entire game. Like, literally anything could happen in this overtime, chat. We could have, like, a shitty goal go in that bounces off the end wall, bounces out in front, and somebody just taps it home. It'd be nice seeing you play hockey IRL. Maybe eventually I'll get, like, a GoPro, but I'm only playing beer league, chat. Like, I don't want to wear a GoPro on my helmet and then everybody be like, what the fuck is that? I don't know. Maybe sometime I'll rent the ice and do a live stream. I don't know. There's so many options. We'll see what happens. Do I like to piss? Honestly, no. But I have to. It is a necessity. You ever post you actually playing hockey? No. I posted clips in the Discord of like goals that I've scored that I got on camera, but that's pretty much it. If you want to see it, it's in our Discord. Link is pinned. Actually, link is not pinned. My bad. Fuck off, you're rambling about irrelevant shit. Well, how about you fuck off, brother? I'll ramble about whatever I want. It is my live stream, not yours. You are free to leave. Nobody is holding you hostage. If you don't like it, shut your bitch ass up and leave. Crazy, man. People walk into live streams and just have the audacity to tell you what to say, what to do. It's nuts. So what if I'm rambling? That is the part of the live stream. The chat responds to me and I interact. Without that, it would be nothing. Without the chat, there is no live stream. Rambling is key? Exactly. Exactly? That is not even a word. Without the chat, though, there is no live stream. That is why I go live, so I can interact with you guys. You guys say something in the chat, I read it, I respond to it. You guys add in a counterpoint. It's crazy, man. People literally get mad at me for responding to comments. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat, Anna. Oh, God. I can't pronounce that name. I appreciate it, though. Thank you very much. W's in the chat. Do I wear 97 in beer league? No, I wear 88. That's my number. You say too much bad words. That's me. I mean, I can't put on a facade and be fake. I don't really have that in me. I'm as real as it gets, chat. I don't force curse words, and I don't hide away curse words either. I mean, I do for videos. When I'm recording videos, I try my best not to curse, even though it still comes out. But I'm real. This is me. I'm not putting on a character. Nothing like that. This is me interacting with the chat and watching a good old-fashioned Stanley Cup playoff hockey game. I've been connected for 2 minutes and you're hilarious. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. You're the man. I've seen you in person in a tourney. What tournament? Your goalie and player number is 88. Yes. 88 is my all-time favorite number. And it's not based on David Pastrnak. My brother, his favorite number was always 98. And I don't know how I even got 88. I think it was something to do with the fact that 88 and 98 were pretty close. I was like, you know what? 88's my favorite number. So, it's been like that since I was a child, before David Pastrnak. Maybe Patty Kane had a little bit of an influence on that. I don't know, though. I don't think. It was more so, I just like the number. You rock, dog. You rock, Kelvin. It's based on Andrei Vasilevsky. Year of birth. So, once we hit 50K subscribers, we are doing an age reveal. So, I will give you guys the year that I was born. Everybody already knows, January 27th. That is my B-Day. But the year is important. So, at 50K subs, I will reveal that. And at 100K, we're doing a name reveal. What is up, Pasta Bitch Man? Pasta the Man Bitch. Appreciate it. You said 20K? No, I did not. It was 50K and 100K. You can go back to whatever live stream you want. You rock. Just came across you needing free game watch. You came up. Damn, listening and watching again. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. We're doing every Montreal game. And then regardless, whoever makes the Cup Finals, we'll be doing that game as well. Your name is Jeff? My name is Yev. Lindros was 88. He was. Dude, I love going on YouTube and searching up Eric Lindros highlights. That dude was a wrecking machine. Big hits, highlight goals. He had it all. Too bad Scott Stevens ended that shit pretty early, huh? I think the Canes lose in 5. Carolina loses in 5. They have to make drastic changes in the offseason. They really do. They really have to. Just say your name. Not doing it, bud. You're an Aquarius. Damn, what does that mean? I'm not really too familiar with the birthstones and stuff like that. I don't follow any of that. Is Aquarius January? Quebecers from Montreal. Hey, la boo! Je m'appelle Pasta. Welcome. Comment ça va? I'll eat you, bitch. Read this. Well, there you go, bud. I read it. Didn't you guys come up short in the finals? Who? Edmonton? Yeah, we did. Back-to-back years. Listen, I went through my heartbreak. Game 7, 2024 of the Cup Finals. There's not really, you can't hurt me anymore. That is some of the biggest heartbreak I've ever felt in my lifetime. Outside of maybe my dog dying. But that is a completely different topic and level. I don't think anything will compare to that. You're strong, independent, a fighter. Your beer league team. You vote for who? What do you mean who I vote for? Oh, is French. From France, not Quebec, idiot. Oh, that's cap. I've been to Montreal and I saw a lot of people go, ho. They've done a lot of that. Comment ça va? His full name is Pasta Ravioli. Listen, nobody wants to admit they ate 9 cans of ravioli. They just don't. But I did. And I'm ashamed of myself. The dog or your team losing? Obviously my dog. I mean, that's not close. That's the biggest heartbreak I've ever had in my lifetime, chat. And I'm not afraid to admit that. I would see my team lose in a Game 7 of the Cup Finals every single year if my dog could still be alive. Listen, there's no comparable. There's really no comparable. This is madness. I'm just awaiting the overtime right now. We get a nice Subway commercial making me hungry. 9 cans of ravioli. Can you even look in the mirror in the morning? No, I can't. I'm ashamed of myself. Biggest heartbreak for me is losing to Tampa in 2021. You guys were lucky to get there, though, right? That was like a miracle run by the Habs. This guy continues to ask me who I vote for. I don't know what that means. I'm watching the Canes win from Illinois. Where are these teams? Montreal and Carolina. We stayed in the Tabernacle. Roast me now. I can't just roast you, dude. What? You got to give me something to feed off of. Can you do a 15-minute speech? No, definitely not a 15-minute speech, no. I used to be trash at, like, presentations in school. When you had to present, I was not good at that, chat. I wasn't really great at talking either. I've gotten a lot better because of YouTube and because of what I do. But it's not easy. Are they in America? Right now they are. They're in Raleigh, North Carolina. As we have overtime about to begin. If you have not done it already, drop who wins the game-winning goal in the chat right now. Who's it going to be on either side? I'm going to take Alex Newhook for Le Montreal. And for Carolina, I will take Seth Jarvis. Yeah, you're so good via YouTube. I try, man. I really do try. I took a public speaking class for fun. Had to give a 5-hour speech? What? That's got to be cap. There's no way they had you speak for 5 hours. No way. No shot. Jarvis, Suzuki, Stankoven, Slavkovsky. All right, overtime is underway. We are officially one shot away from somebody winning game number 2. Chat, if Montreal goes up 2-0, that might be wraps on the series. I mean, this is a big game for the Canadiens. If they can go up 2-0, that will change the entire course of this series. Slavin's going to keep it in. 1934, 1933, 1932, 1931. There's your time check for overtime. Shot from the blue line. That one's going to go wide. Carolina's in the offensive zone now early on. I think overall, Carolina has outplayed Montreal in this game. The Habs have 2 goals on 12 shots. And we are somehow in overtime right now, so they've done a good job. Slavkovsky in his own zone. Can he get it out? Uri. He's going to play it back to Noah Dobson. Spammer in the chat. All right. If he sends one more art, he's already gone anyways. Rips in the chat. You guys can put a few chats in a row, but once you get to like 6, 7, and 8 and start taking up the entirety of the chat, you're going to get banned. I got to be able to read it, so it doesn't work like that. Here comes Carolina on the counterattack. Shot from Jarvis. That one's going to miss the net, though. 1835. Aho picks it up in the corner. Back to the blue line. Walker's shot gets blocked. And it is out of the zone. Thanks for the live stream, brother. I got you, dude. I got you, brother. Do not worry. Do not fear. Good move there in the offensive zone. Aho. Cross-ice feed. Jarvis spinning. What a save by Jakub Dobish. Carolina did not capitalize on that one. And Evans is going to curl back the other way. Montreal making a line change. Texier, Anderson, and I believe Evans. That is the line that they're rolling out right now. No, it is Deneau, Anderson, and Texier. Philippe. Over to Anderson. Getting stopped up at the blue line. Usually these overtimes end very early, or they tend to linger on for a long time. There's like no in between. You're either getting a goal in the first 5 minutes, or we're in store for like 3 overtimes in a row. Uh-oh, Carolina has it now in the slot. Blake, he can't take a shot, and Hudson's going to flick that one out. Pasta has the secret sauce. I do, man. I'm like Paulo Costa. The secret juice, baby. Here comes Carolina now. Nikishin into the offensive zone. He's got 3 white sweaters all over him. 17-10 left to play. One shot can not only change this game, but the entire trajectory of this series. Uh-oh. Robinson the other way. One-on-one with the defenseman. Good play by Mike Matheson. Not allowing Robinson to even generate a grade A chance there. Dobson centers it. Up to Kirby Dach. He can't corral that pass. Carolina's going to head the other way. Dumping it in deep. I got to finish the game. God damn it. Why in overtime? Centering it. That's going nowhere. And Zachary Bolduc will head the other way. Montreal will dump it in deep. Hopefully this go to 4 overtimes, dude. Oh my, Svechnikov! There it is! Andrei Svechnikov. It is actually Nikolai Ehlers. My bad. He gets a break off of a poor change from Le Montreal. And the Carolina Hurricanes are going to tie this series up at 1. It was a beauty breakout feed with Montreal going for a line change. And it will lead to the demise of Les Canadiens here in game number 2. I said it. You either get an early goal or it goes on long. Carolina will tie the series up at 1. And we are in store for a very long series. Montreal is not going up 2-0. It is a Nikolai Ehlers game-winning goal. Montreal couldn't dump it in. The Canes are going to break it out. Counterattack is Ehlers. He takes a beautiful shot, and Jakub Dovish just gets beat straight up. Tabarnak. He's fresh off the bench, full of speed and energy, walking in and just snipes it on Dovish to win the game for the Hurricanes. Overtime victory in game number 2. We are headed to the Bell Center on Monday night. If you didn't do it already, chat, hit that like button on the stream and make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are going to be back tomorrow starting up a brand new Be a Pro. And then Monday night, we have game number 3 between the Canes and the Habs in the Bell Center. The place is going to be going berserk on Monday night. I appreciate you guys coming out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back tomorrow and Monday night. Join our Discord. I will put a link for the Discord in the chat right now. I know I did not have it pinned all live stream long, but I'm going to drop the link for the Discord. Join it up. We get over 1,000 members in there. We'd like to talk hockey, pretty much any other sports as well. The link is in the chat. Join it up. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. And then Monday for game number 3 of this Eastern Conference Finals battle. I appreciate you guys coming out. I thank you all for watching. And until next time, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.